Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome. We're back. This is a reading. We're going to be taking a look at separation, matters of so-called separation, which is a thing here on 3D. We do that thing every now and then. Yeah, that whole separation thing. Let's take a look and see whatever separation so-called you're in, what are the sort of evolutions we're looking at? What is it that may be sort of a focus of transmutation? What is it that maybe moved through as a theme, as a concept? Is this person transforming? Are they evolving? And what is the degree and level of that shift and transition? Interesting. On that note, we have the Sun upright just popping out right there, and the Hermit in reverse. So, and Temperance in the theme. Interesting. King of Pentacles, Prince of Swords. All right, so let's jump into it. Ace of Wands, okay, as well. And that Ten of Cups popping out right there. Six of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords in reverse. There is a focus definitely here on the question of also fulfillment, right? And that is why we come into contact with others in this dimension. Will say why it is that we engage with other forms of human, other people, energy forms that trigger us at times, that challenge us to see what it is that we really know within our own spirit to be our space of fulfillment and satisfaction, our wholeness of being, that state of wholeness of being. I'm hearing completion. Six of Swords. But on Earth, we do have this sort of way that we intellectualize, we rationalize what it is that we think will make us feel satisfied and happy. Let's jump in and see what's what. I hope you're all doing well here. And yeah, let's take a look here at a few different stacks we'll do here. Spirit is giving me the number 11. Okay, well, wow, that's a lot, but let's do it. We'll do 11 stacks. We may take a break if we need to, but we'll do 11 stacks. Okay, so let's jump in and see if you are in separation, and yeah, what themes and what is it that, what are the shifts? Take a deep breath here. That Queen of Swords, very heavy here, very heavy, obviously. Right, bringing that attention to the question of separation, which is a logical mental headspace, right, where we say, I think I am separate from this person, where we sort of, we acknowledge psychologically that there is a sort of separation. So let's jump in and see what's what. What does Spirit want to bring to attention here? Let's begin here with picking the stacks, and the first stack here we'll pick, actually let's choose here from the, we're conflicted, okay, no, let's not touch that deck yet. We're going to do the Hidden Truth Oracle deck, and we'll pick a card for each of the stacks. Let's jump in and see what's what. Stack one, if you are in separation. Okay, I'm going to just actually let these cards sit there. I won't call out yet. We'll just say 1 through 11, just pick a number. Hope you guys are all doing well. This is a very intense time with Pluto retrograde, Mercury retrograde as well. There's a lot here coming up from the space, we'll say, of a subconscious mind in the past, how it is that we perceive, acknowledge, subconsciously versus consciously. A little bit uncomfortable this moment we're facing, right? We'll say, because on Earth we have that sort of that junction point of conscious and subconscious, and the mind that perceives the duality of the two. So in this realm, let's get further. Woo, okay, we'll get to it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I feel like there's a really strong yearning to reunite here on that 7th stack. Oh my God, feeling massive pressure on the heart chakra there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the 7th stack. Yeah. I see someone's like dying to reconnect with someone there. Okay, let's get further. Stack 8 and stack 9 and stack 10. Okay. Let's see here. Feel free to choose your stacks, you guys. Thank you again so much for tuning in, for your support here. Again, we're here looking at the concept of so-called separation here in 3D as it is embodied on planet Earth. Let's jump in and see what's what. What does Spirit sort of want to bring to attention? So feel free to meditate. Stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, stack 4, stack 5, stack 6, stack 7, stack 8, stack 9, stack 10. Are we missing a stack? Yes. Sneaky number 11. All right. I'm hearing, I knew you were there. I knew you were there. I'm hearing somewhere out there. What's that song? Somebody may be in the limelight there in that last stack. That could also be a metaphor. Somebody, take it as you will. Let's jump in. Stack 1, thank you so much for tuning in. It was my fault, but I blamed you. These are the cards that initially popped out, and then we're going to jump into it, and we're going to see what are the major themes that are being played out here, so-called, in this particular connection. Then we have here, I wish I could share my good news with you. Wow. Definitely focus on perspective here. You don't know how hard it was to let you go in reverse. I hope that you can forgive me one day. For some reason, I feel like guided to mention this here right now. I'm a Pisces sun sign. My moon is Sagittarius. My Venus is Aries. My rising is Scorpio. And I have Jupiter and Leo. Those of you who are curious. Mars is in Gemini. For some reason, feel guided to mention that there. Okay, that's in Western. And then we have here, we need to let each other go in reverse. Okay, what are the themes? What are the principles? What's the conversation here happening? Let me just sort of get some space. We'll take these cards up a bit higher. And okay, what's going on? You know what? Let's make some real room, actually. Let's make some real room. Now, feelings of pressure on the right side of the heart chakra. It was my fault, but I blamed you. There's definitely possibly some sensation. There's something about the feeling of guilt here. Okay, give me a second on that. Feeling pressure on the heart chakra, yeah. Going left and right. For some of you, this is a matter of how we acknowledge the truth of the higher consciousness space. So not just what I perceive as to be the truth, but then also what it is that I know on some plane and on some dimension that may not be the truth, and that I know you may know that I know may not be the truth. Okay, so we'll get into that in a bit. But I wish I could share my good news with you coming through. Upright. And then again, you don't know how hard it was to let you go in reverse. Spirit wants to repeat this. Okay, some of you have a guide, a mutual guide. I'm seeing that here, or you have a very strong connection. Well, what some may deem twin flame-ish. I hope that you can forgive me one day, or there's a duplicate energy, like something in duplicates. Okay, we need to let each other go in reverse. Let's clear. Some of you physically separated from this person. You're not with them physically. Maybe you were at a certain point, you no longer are. It can be for some here. Let's get a little bit further here. Soulmate here coming through. It's upside down. Okay, for some of you, there might have been someone that this is. Okay, I feel this person has a very strong mind. Release your ex upright. There is someone possibly who was influencing the way that they were able to perceive. Let's deduce it. Okay, the intellectual, rational mind was definitely at play here in terms of igniting the shift. Ace of Swords right there. Yeah, definitely. There's something that either they did not openly acknowledge or say that was obvious, though, on some plane. Like, you both knew that there was a lot of potential, but that it just wasn't being spoken of, that it just wasn't being even hinted at. I'm hearing that. Like, this is where you might have been dealing with somebody who, and as someone who is an empath or like a very high vibrational, we'll say, character in this play of life, will say, you can feel it in your gut, in your very bones, when somebody is not being true to their higher self. And so you most likely felt something was sort of off here. Now, this person here has a very strong intellectual, rational mind, a lot of air energy most likely in their birth chart, and they possibly felt very uncomfortable around you because you're very psychic. I'm hearing this for some of you. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse. Queen of Swords upright. Somebody may have actually made a decision. But logically, and that might have even been from the past, they may have resisted communicating about that, and that might have been the point that was unacceptable. Now, here's the thing. We believe that we cause, right, shifts and changes on the 3D plane by way of our action, so-called, the way that we operate as a physical 3D human being. But there is so much more that is at play. And Spirit wants to remind you of that there is another dimension, definitely several and beyond, happening concurrently to this one. So, and you are operating on those dimensions as well, in addition to having guides that are also operating in that space with you and with this, and with others. So to say it in this way, and I'm hearing simultaneously, I'm hearing also speaking for you. Sometimes we think we say something, but that can be our spirit guide sort of communicating with us, for us, our higher self sometimes, which is yet again the importance to remember that you're not just your mind. If you think, oh, you know what, I said that, and okay, then I ruined the relationship because of that. No, it cannot be further from the truth. And this is where really meditation can really reconnect you with the higher mind, okay, of knowing why in your heart space you compelled yourself to work in that way with that one person. I hear it at that time. Magician upright, 3 cups in reverse. It can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, though, when we are then working with our consciousness, right, our higher mind. Yet again, I'm hearing in that way. Spirit wants to say it in that way. And then the throat chakra, where we say, dissonance factor. Okay, wait, I wanted to actually say that, but then something within me was almost purging, okay, the untruths told, possibly in the past. It could also be past lifetimes. The 8 of Swords are bright. Sometimes there's something within us that just builds, and it gets to that point where it's not even recognizable as something that we would say, but we almost feel like I just can't not say it. I have to put the buzzer on that and just get it almost like out of my system. I'm hearing that for some of you. So maybe there was a moment where, it's funny because I'm seeing something was even out of the trajectory of how you even saw yourself, like you expecting upon yourself, like that you would never say something or that you would never think in a certain way. And this can be someone else's energy as well, but I'm getting this is your energy, or it could be both, not necessarily yours, but I'm seeing them. I may be talking to someone very specific here. You're very intuitive, almost to the point and level you don't have words for yet. I'm hearing that to explain. People may say, well, how do you consider yourself? Oh, I think I'm psychic. There's something more there. Okay, I see that there is this conversation honk out there, definitely accenting on that. You are very brave as well, more than you know. You're not the bravery that's held in the mind, though. You can tell yourself, I'm brave. I'll do this. I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to say that. I'm willing to not say that. I'm willing to put up with that and this and that. No, but there's something much deeper here that is related to your consciousness, and that is vast. That is timeless. And you have most likely a very, very intense series of past lives that lend to this point. And you and your guides, I'm hearing that. I am seeing something. I'm hearing Zeus. Take it as you will. You have a very extensive past life here. And you have guides here operating in different realms that remember you, but you may not quite remember yet. I'm hearing yet, okay, but they're definitely there, and so I'm hearing they're watching you sort of like in human 3D form. Let's continue though. The 8 of Swords are bright. You're very. It's funny because I feel like you're. We come into this moment, we'll say, on planet Earth with a bit of amnesia. What feels to be like a bit of amnesia, but and it in a way. It's like, oh, what's this? I know. Okay. But you don't quite yet have the honesty with yourself, maybe to say that I'm ready to really see the truth, okay, of also me, not just the situation, not just how I operate with others, but me with me. And I think this is more about you with the connection to your goddess. I'm hearing energy, the goddess, the inner goddess. I'm hearing goddess and demi-goddess. I'm hearing energy. Take it as you will. Some of you, okay, but that's very interesting. I do feel for some of you strongly so that this is, you will know what that is. I'm hearing tulips. I'm hearing tulips. It could be a very big message for someone. I'm hearing the letter W. I'm hearing Washington. I'm hearing that very strongly here. Some of you do have, some sort of mirroring, here on planet Earth. It may be that you are incarnate in 2 forms. I'm seeing that, okay. We're not talking romanticized Rose and Jack on the Titanic, my alter ego. I'm hearing it like this. This is literally a replica of you. So for some of you, if you were questioning why you feel like you got something here that is a little bit inhumane, I'm here as well in a way, like just a little bit non-human now. Yeah, you're right. And this is to just testify that you have a very strong sense of connection here to planet Earth, in the sense of not you being so human, we'll say, after all, but being inhuman so much to the point where now is the time for you to have participated in this story on planet Earth in terms of ascension and activation. In other words, you're very guided. You're here for a reason, and you are a starseed. I'm hearing this. This is confirmation for you. It could be confirmation for you. 10 of Pentacles, that is my confirmation card right there. Definitely on that note that you are not just like anyone normal. I'm going to say like that. Okay, so now when we have that premise, we do come here though, and we realize that we have certain meetings to attend. Some of them are not really seeing us eye to eye, but we're still seeing them. I hear it like this: Eight of Swords, yeah, something karmic, definitely. Sometimes you wonder though, why do I still operate in this space when my mind, okay, is not really preoccupied, but I feel that it should be for some reason. I feel that it should be, and that comes to the point where we say, is it because I know so much that I encourage, okay, the thought form that I do not yet know enough? What really is it? Is it that my mind is throwing me into this conversation and confusing me, or is it my spirit that encourages me to remain in congruence? Take it as you will. Eight of Swords upright, King of Pentacles upright. Yeah, but the King of Wands in reverse wants to come through first. King of Pentacles upright here. Some of you have a duality of energy here, and it may be that there's someone who you're very interested in, very curious about, but there's an anomaly. There's something that adds up but doesn't. There's something that you know as well. You created, I'm hearing that, dare we say, Six of Pentacles upright on the Eight of Swords. I feel if you chose this deck, you have a power here to you. And you realize that you're a creator, you're not a victim, and you create the circumstances that will be here for higher learning for all. It's not just you and your reality feeling fulfilled. And you will see that time and time again in your life, that it is not just about how it is that you feel about yourself in your story, knowing that that is in detriment to another story. I'm hearing that. This is you knowing that you fulfill a broader purpose, possibly of ascension, where you say, I am needing to manage my lifetime very, very much in particular form and fashion. You most likely have a few in your birth chart if you have this stack here coming through for you as a focus. Six of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Definitely no questions about that. Yeah. You are very much, I'm hearing the letter H here. I'm hearing connection to the dark and the light. Very strong connection to the dark and the light with Six of Pentacles. Very balanced connection to the dark and the light. I'm seeing that forces. You have, in other words, it's not like, oh, wow, are you a witch? It's like, and we're not talking about that. We're talking about the actual starseed galaxies, the systems of light that are operating with you in this space presently. At present, you have both forms of energy, encouraging your conversation to continue on. Tell me that's not powerful. In other words, you're a force to be reckoned with. And you freaking realize that you have more to the story than what has been spoken of here at this time. You're very intuitive, very guided. Now, Spirit wants to bring this as the premise because, sometimes we get into moments, we get into conversations that we know we're not really having. It's not really me who wants to know this one thing, talking to this one person, needing to better understand. You are holding all answers. You are all knowing. It is a matter of when your spirit encourages you to realize, to remember, to recognize, and to regenerate. And in the space of how you do that very thing, Chariot in reverse, this is about you transmuting. It's about you being powerful and remembering your power, remembering that you bring this conversation to another point once you have already moved through it. I'm hearing the first time around. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, this is you with yourself. This is you with your higher self. Let's click on the back. This is very controversial though. You're someone most likely very controversial. Whoever you meet, whoever you come upon, you will most likely find that they either really fucking dig your shit and they absolutely love you, or they'll be absolutely triggered by you and want to just kind of run for the fucking hills and not look back. Okay, with the Eight of Swords, because you're a shadow. You are a shadow breaker. I'm hearing that. Yes. Not in a destructive way, in the sense of being, well, I want to be a bully, or I want to be a, sorcerer, a black magic witch. No. I'm hearing black magic woman. No. But you just have that effect that shatters, okay, the image that is untrue, that others hold with themselves. So you are very scary to most likely a lot of people here who are, holding on to more of what makes them human than not. Let's continue. Moon in reverse, Two of Pentacles upright. Yeah, for some of you, people will look at you and they'll think, oh my God, I just really don't even want to be a, and they don't know what it is. They don't know why. They don't fathom, because their processing is still held in the psychology space. Here's the thing, right? To fully understand, to fully integrate, to fully unravel, okay, the complication of being here on planet Earth at this time, we have to align all chakras. That doesn't mean you understand purely by way of putting more energy into the thought space, the thought realm. You have to surrender sometimes the thoughts as well to be able to allow that energy space to fully integrate with your intuition, which also integrates further the knowledge that you may be able to synthesize, okay, in the present moment. But this is very uncomfortable, I feel, also for you at times, because you know that you're not here, okay, if you were here just to sort of step into the almighty power that you hold, I'm hearing, as well in that space, uniting, I'm hearing, with your God and goddess potential and energy, you wouldn't be here right now, right? I mean, this is part of the contract. I'm seeing a ZZZ. Makes me think of like when someone's falling asleep. Temperance here on the Ace of Swords. You will be meeting a lot of people who are not yet awakened. It's part of your life path. It's part of this conversation. Spirit wants to remind you, and this is what it's about. I know you came here because, well, in separation. This is about you. This is about the reuniting of you with you. Remembering that I am way over here. Okay, that's the majority of my conversation. But I do come into contact with people who will trigger also for me the recalling of that. I am not. I'm hearing the color that I choose to hold at any moment in time up in my hand and say, I'm writing with this one. This is not something of a matter of time and space when it comes to what it is that you also find is the meaning in a particular experience. In other words, no experience justifies your cause, tells you who you are, or makes you feel any more of who you've been. This is something of a moment where you realize you're timeless. So for some of you, but this is very challenging because I feel like you do come into, there's a moment here where someone tests you, and someone did test you. Let's get more into that. Spirit wants to remind you so strongly here, you are very, very, very powerful. I mean, they just really want to remind you of that. Like, that's the first and foremost. Madras upright, 3 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Pentacles upright. And can we say that really, what is the theme of transformation, transition, right, for another person and ourself? Most likely, if you are sort of feeling that you're coming into contact with this concept more so in this period of separation, this is most likely a very intense soulmate. For somebody to, also shake, well, let's say your shadow to the point where you are reuniting with this concept of wholeness and greatness, that's some pretty powerful shit. So let's get a little further here. 9 of Swords. Everything is with meaning, but there are, of course, those particular moments, and I feel this is definitely one of them, and one of several of them. I'm going to say it like that. Let's get further here. And we're before we get into this, we're not yet in this person's psyche, I feel, but take it easy. Well, we're more on your story still. Let's get for it. 7 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you have moments. You have moments. You're very intuitive. Okay, it's cute. I'm hearing it like that. Like, no, I'm hearing it in this way. Like, it's cute. It's kind of like you're a fucking like badass to the bone ass Teletubby. You have gifts and abilities, talents that just sort of can really change the vibration of possibly the entire planet if spirit actually allowed you to have that sort of hold on others. I'm hearing all at once. Okay, for some of you, in other words, you come from a place that is also very powerful, and that is what spirit wants to reunite you with, the concept of that you come from source and you love that place dearly. I'm hearing that. Interesting. Okay, so you're definitely fighting for something here with the Magician of Right. You most likely light worker. I mean, you don't want to like how do we say this? Okay, spirit's making it more clear. You may come into contact with situations where you have to choose. You can play on the dark, you can play on the light. You can say, I know, Samson, you're on your shadow train. I know I could ride it with you, and I may make it all right, but you come to this point of saying, I gotta not just survive with this person in this story, but I have to hold as the example. And I feel like for some of you, you do have these moments, these experiences that really, really, really sort of are challenging in the sense where you say, I could not ascend. I'm hearing that as well further, but I must ascend because it is my truth. So for some of you, being powerful, okay, still, you have to sort of act on it. I'm hearing that as well. Like sometimes, yeah, and this is why I'm laughing, because I feel like you do kind of play, how do we say, like you can kind of this reminds me of one of the stacks. I think it was one of the stacks and what is affecting your confidence, or what is going on in the situation that you don't see, something like that. I think it was the confidence pick a card reading though. Confidence pick a card? Yeah. And so it's like you could honestly, you could really play it off like you're not seeing more than you see. Let's get further. Two of torches in reverse, the 4 in reverse, 3 cups in reverse. Yeah. There is maybe even like it's like you can become sentimental with like the dark energies. I'm hearing that as well, like someone's shadow, and then you remain there, and it's like, I see you have a lot of air in your chart as well. Gemini, Aries. Most likely if you meet someone who's got a lot of Aries, or somebody who has, even a Gemini, most likely you'll have some soft spot in your heart for that person. Even it's like you might, this is what's just coming through. It's like you may just sort of bypass, okay, like certain things with that person. Like, oh, I would usually nitpick at that, but you know what? I have a heart. I have a space in my heart for you. Tower upright. You must likely have a lot of those energies of your own. Four of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but then there comes this moment where Spirit reminds you, and they sort of zap you, and they're like, "You're fucking awesome. Don't forget it." And so this is where we're talking about shadow, is where people do not see their own greatness. So sometimes, you may be the type of person who, wow, like, hey, like I kind of see how like you're not hitting on like your absolute potential, where you're not really seeing like, you're lurking in your own shadow space. But then and I feel like you remain in that for a bit, but then Spirit pulls you out. Now, why is this such a focus? Because there is something that someone did not come down to with themselves, with their higher self. They didn't, we'll say, so-called pass that test. No, that's okay. They're not a bad person because of that. But Spirit is reminding you that you continue on in your highest suit of light. I'm hearing and beholding it, the Six of Cups. You are, the High Priestess in reverse. Yeah. For some of you, okay, Death card. This is a big deal for you. I know Spirit's like, all right, stack one. You chose stack one? All right, separation, read my arc. Right this way with me. You're about to ascend. I'm here to like, there's the Death card of right. High Priestess in reverse. Like, I am. Where am I going? This is that one stack. I think it was stack 2. It was with someone in the back, like Starseed class or whatever. Earth school. But like as a Starseed. No, but I think it was Starseed. It was Starseed class. And for some of you, you've ascended so far. I mean, in prior lifetimes, even we'll say lifetimes, starseed times, that you almost like can afford to play it off. We'll say like that. Like you're kind of, it's like fun actually to act like a human. Like, oh yeah, maybe I got this shadow. Yeah, me too. It's like you bump elbows. Like Spirit's like ha ha ha, very funny. Now, right this way with me. So Spirit was wanting to encourage you to also take, not just what you've been and what you've known, but really take it not just in theory, but to and hold it in theory, but also hold it in practice. So this is a shifting and transforming moment where you're going to be elevating and you're going to be reuniting with your inner goddess energy. It's really beautiful. I'm really happy for you. This has got coming through upright. This is what is the first and foremost necessary point, because separation is not something as an intellectualized form, right, of conversation that we're having. It's also an energetic guide. So this is a matter of looking at the so-called separation, not just intellectually as I am this person A, and that is another human B, and we have separated. This is a matter, okay, and the thinking of the implications of that in human 3D. Let's release the matrix, okay, the grid, and let's get back into the core, into the source, and flow with what it is that we will always be, and what it is that now we just realize a little further, a little more deeply. 10 of Wands of Bright. This is about you reuniting to your home. I'm hearing Starseed. Some of your guides, they wanted to have a conversation with you. They couldn't do that while you were still in this conversation with this person. Okay, we need to get that out right there, real clearly. By the way, I'm a channeler, Miss Starseed, obviously a medium. If you're curious, feel free to slow the speed down if it is going quickly, but they had to have a word with you. I see them pulling out. So they had to kind of isolate you. I'm hearing, to be able to really have this conversation. Okay. And so the Death card upright, the High Priestess in reverse, and time and time again, you will find that this happens. I see someone here putting like earmuffs on you. Like, so your guides are talking to you now. During this period, your guides are talking to you. We will get further into it. We'll see. We'll take a look. But Spirit, again, I'm hearing reuniting you with you is reminding you that it's so much more a matter of you. It doesn't mean that this is not important, that this person is not important. I mean, again, we're throwing around the words twin flame. We're throwing around that, the point that very intense soul conversation. This is most likely not just, a flash in the pan kind of relationship. I'm hearing that as well. Let's get further here. The Devil on the 10 of Swords with the 4 of Wands. Now, this is about bravery for you, and you are an example for this person. Spirit wants to remind you of that. You are very much, most likely a high functioning, okay, individual spiritually, though, where you bring the spirit into the 3D earth plane and you're able to actually almost operate on both spectrums at once. Now, that's something very unique. I'm hearing it like this, and I think you know that. But here's the thing. Now, what Spirit wants to remind you of is that you have a very strong essence, okay, of a reminder of the divine feminine energy. This is something that is not always going to be naturally understood. How do we say this? Okay, I want to draw it cut out almost for you. I see that there's someone here definitely that you're connecting to. You're coming into contact with them multiple times. You most likely almost imagine them as like stations. Every time you physically interact with this person, you coagulate and you make something, okay, in that space. Now, spirit pulls you back every so often, and they have a few words to exchange with you. When you are in separation, that's when you really are reuniting with the core essence and the frequency of what it is that you actually extend to. I'm hearing also these people. So for some of you here, this is a moment of replenishment for you. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is really important because it is a matter of remembering that you do not just give in this lifetime. You are also here to, I'm hearing, replicate the space of reflection of give and receive. So even though you can give the Six of Cups, even though you can be in that space, it's not for you to give all of those 6 cups. This is what I'm hearing, but you're a representation of this energy. Now, for some of you here, it may have been that you were sort of allowing someone here to move through and move beyond and sort of, not really acknowledge the things that were really underneath the surface, and you felt it, you knew it, you felt it, and you were allowing that system to move forward and continue, even though it wasn't being actively addressed on 3D. Spirit obviously is wanting you to remember that it's about balance, right? Okay, but this is obviously necessary, and that it is also though about being brave in the space of saying, I will redirect the dynamic. Maybe we used to allow things to move in that way. Maybe I knew you loved me, but you'd never tell me. Maybe I sort of said, I acknowledge. I know that you maybe have a blockage of the throat chakra. Maybe you're not able to actually integrate what it is you're feeling in the heart space and actually communicate it. Okay, or even to relate to certain knowings in the higher conscious space that is about your intuition. Okay, and this person may have entities. We'll mention that as well. Let's backtrack, but not for everybody. There could even be a language, something about language communication. Okay, but for some of you here, I feel in this moment where you said, okay, I realize, I know there is something here off, but again, you sort of were still working with this person. I'm seeing you walking with someone, and it was almost like an energy space of a bit of it. And this is not meant to be rude, but debilitation. And that is what you get used to that word. As a light worker, you are here helping, right, coach consciousness back to its original form. So it's about you being a healer, but the healer also needs time to step back and remember to reconnect, okay, and nourish their own spirit of why they're here. So this is a matter of understanding what exactly you bring to this conversation with this person in particular. What is it exactly? Okay, that is at play here. What is it that needs to elevate as well? The Six of Cups. What is it that really is out of balance? Okay, and what is it that really is the point and is the problem that I am excited to solve? So for some of you, maybe it is that in this connection, you're extending a lot of a certain energy that was actually it was necessary. Yet again, this is not to fault the light worker energy. This is to say that, hey, okay, you extended that certain frequency for a certain period of time. Now we pulled it back. Okay, we pulled you back, slinky style. And now, okay, this is a matter of you understanding, now what do I really want to extend? So for some of you, it's almost like dosages of energy, and Spirit's giving this vision of you as a sort of, we'll say literally like a healer, okay, like a medium. Like a medium, okay. It's not even a medium, but like a medium, I guess that's the word for it on 3D, in human terms on Earth, on the planet Earth. But you are actually sort of like a doctor, and you extend when you interact with others. You must remember this, that as a light worker, you have a very high vibration. So as you interact with others, you're actually emitting frequentially a certain sort of storyline, okay, of also where you guide another. So it's almost like Spirit. It's not always I'm here also the teacher, the doctor would always be with the patient. Sometimes they have to give them a little dose and step back and say, now is the time for you to sit on that and wait. Almost like a time released sort of energy. So let's clear the energy. Now I want to get another deck. Give me a quick second here. Sorry guys. I want to get another energy here going with this particular discussion for us. I'm hearing trust the process. Your guys are saying we're really here for you. It's not, it may seem like a so-called problem, but it's not, okay? That's so funny. That's so funny. Because the deck I was looking for right here that I was going to go and grab is literally, what we just said right there. Okay, so take it as you will, guys. That's a message, though. Is a message. Your guides have you. They're following you. They're closer than you think. don't think they're so far apart. We have the moon and Sag is the card that remained at the base of the stack here. Somebody may have a moon and Sag in this connection. We have Mars and Taurus. We have optimism and defense. Yeah. So some of you are dealing with certain, we'll say it's a frequency of where one, let's say, of a disconnection, okay, of seeing potential. So most likely you're somebody here who is very Jupiterian. You are somebody here who is very dreamy, very visionary. You have a lot of energy. I'm seeing that as well, just like period. You're somebody here who people look up to. Okay. You're someone here who just has faith in life overall. Okay. You don't really hold fear. Now you may have been dealing with a situation. It's almost like let's backtrack this card. Yeah. Something very toxic. That's something that someone, how do we say resistance? Okay. Someone was not able maybe to talk about something. Maybe they got choked up a little bit. They weren't able to fully go the whole distance with you. I'm hearing emotionally. Now let's get further. Now what we have to remember here when we're talking about separation is that this is a matter yet again of evolution, transitions, activations, and ascension. So separation, and then we come to that point of saying not only separation, but also when we're interacting with people, there is ascension and evolution happening on that plane at that time as well. So it's sort of like to see the separation that way, you have to see the interaction as well in the way of saying it's not just a human 3D interaction. There's a lot more that's beneath the surface that's happening. And so we have to say that the point is not just to be with the person. So yeah, on Earth in 3D, we've sort of aligned it as, being together, the longer the better, and just period is the best thing ever. It is not true because that is not evolution. Evolution is a process that is natural. That is also though at times we'll say so-called unnatural. And what does that mean, right? So this is a matter of looking at the broader scaffolding, the broader sort of scape of where it is that we're evolving to. What is the grid? In other words, we'll say so-called 5D. What is not just 3D, not just subsisting and remaining in the matrix energy, but also again evolving, clearing, and doing shadow work. That's where we say it's uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean it's not good. It doesn't mean that it's not real and that it's also not still moving, evolving, shifting, transforming. So the issue is sometimes I think when we feel that things are stagnant because they are not sort of moving and that we're not in literal contact with the individual. Let's continue. Yeah, the Emperor. You have somebody here who's definitely thinking of you. Oh boy, let's clear into the throat chakra. This person here, I'm hearing they're like a teddy bear. You see that? This is let's see. Rather than describing it in human 3D terms, they are someone here. They're very stubborn. Okay, they have a lot of Aries, a lot of Taurus, but they have dear love for you. I'm seeing that as well. They do remember you. I'm hearing that in case you're curious. So do they remember me? They remember you. They love you. They really, really want to meet you. I'm hearing that. They want to meet up with you, like physical 3D. They're most likely somebody here who has a lot of, they're very physically active. They're very physically involved. I'm hearing that as well. Now, this is the plague, though, to this individual's consciousness because they are not really ready, possibly, to let go of certain things. Six of Pentacles in reverse, certain ways of understanding the reality. This is one of the themes that they're moving through. I feel during this period, so 3 of Cups upright. We're going to get further on it, but we're just sort of learning more about them. We have here the Strength card upright, the Chariot upright. They are not really ready to fully evolve. I'm hearing that, and they may know that. Okay, there are certain things that is like, how do we say this? It's like they see someone splash around the pool. They are just taken by that whole moment. It's like, I want to be with that person. Yes, I want to be with that person. And they realize that they have love for you, that they acknowledge you in some kind of way that's different than so-called others and the rest. They really have respect for you. They see you as a goddess. I'm hearing that as well. You are sort of like an inspiration to them. They see that. But the issue is they have too much clothes on. And the clothes, they cannot just, it's not like a one zip, whole sort of onesie situation. This is clothing. This is from past lifetimes experiences that they have to unlearn. I'm hearing undo. So this is something that they need to, I'm hearing Jewish, that's coming through right there. They have to unravel their consciousness. And this is something gradual now. They're under a lot of pressure, you guys. This person is under a lot of, because it's not just physical. Okay, there's also so much here happening where they do feel this pull, they do feel the tug of war, they do feel the longing, but then they don't know how. I'm hearing it. And this is where the shadow work comes in, and this is very challenging. This separation is very difficult for this person because they really, really, really need to understand where it is that they act from. How is not literally the translation of passion. It is the reflection. We don't translate what it is we feel. This person has trouble connecting to what it is that they really want. So this is someone here who maybe they have a warped sense of how one shows affection, how one shows love, how one, okay, operates in a space with another in a loving way. So this is someone here who has tension and I'm hearing really trouble, and it is a tragedy. I'm hearing that at times they feel very sad. Oh my God, Ten of Swords, guys, on the Strength card, on the Chariot with the Three of Cups. This is someone here who maybe feels at times, oh, let's clear in the sacral and the root chakra. They have some clearing to do. They definitely have to do some clearing here. Definitely. Oh my God, Nine of Pentacles. Yes, for some of you, they closed you out. This is most likely somebody who says, I'm okay. I'm totally okay on my own. Totally independent. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. It's just another pentacle. And then they realize they're completely alone in their life when it comes to how they're feeling because they're closing their heart chakra off. This is for some of you with the Nine of Pentacles right now. I don't feel that they've actually let you go. Six of Cups, the Tower. I'm hearing they remember you. They remember you. It's like one of those moments. It's one of those sort of moments that we just never can shake. Okay. It's like a really bright light. Okay. Moments after, we still kind of feel it. Okay. It's something like this. Of course, they haven't forgotten you, you guys. I'm hearing that. The Tower and Six of Cups, Three of Cups. They don't know though yet. And we cannot do that karmic work for them. You know that. They know that. Hence why you stepped away. I'm hearing it like this as well. And even if this person, let's say, ghosted you or stopped talking to you, again, this is a reminder that your guides pull their light workers back when they need to, when it's like, okay, you emitted the stink bomb energy. Now they have to sit in that sort of marinate and understand why it is that this is not reflecting back to them in the way they want it to. So maybe they even expected of you to give in the way that they have been giving to you. Okay, maybe more in a material sense with the Nine of Pentacles, maybe more in a sort of tangible, sort of transactional sense, maybe in a bit of a shallow sense, okay, being just on the surface. And that was not obviously going to work for you. Otherwise, this continuation would have been where you were still operating and you probably wouldn't be at this reading. But you had to shake it up. You had to shake the paradigm up and remind this person that you are from a place that is not really, how do we say, not yet known, okay? And you are discovering that. I'm hearing that, where it is that you come back to. I'm hearing that as well, when you are honest with yourself and you're living your true purpose out. This is something that you have to remain true to. And this person most likely saw that in you, saw that you were being very much real to you, and they realized, I need to be real with me because they're really headed in that direction. Let's go in the crown chakra and third eye, yeah. In other words, they realize you, how do we say, you're not going to sacrifice your mission. You're not going to be sort of realistic when what is around you is not. Okay, I'm hearing it like that. Wow, yeah. And you're not going to, in other words, keep living for this dream that is not really dreamt by either one of you. I'm hearing that as well. And I feel this person had a fake thought here or two about how it is that you guys would actually be manifesting together. We're still in step one, by the way, in case you're curious. The Wheel of Fortune on the Chariot. Yeah, and so this got very karmic for some of you. Something very much got karmic with the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. I feel someone freaked out. They didn't know how it is that they were going to hold your hand still, seeing that you're getting pulled apart from them, and what they needed to do was actually reach out, okay? But instead, they were processing the fact that you are there and they are here. So this is actually their realization that you are separate. And you're saying, hey, you can align with me where I continue to go on my way. But if you still need time, then realize that, and I'll see you later. You know, it's like, I feel like you kind of allowed the story to happen. We're talking on an energy plane, right? And so this is a requirement at least we'll say in this reading style, when talking about so-called separation, because we have to remember that we're not a victim, again, of our circumstance. It's not that someone ghosted us. It's not that someone stopped talking to us. It's that we also created that realization of what we needed to experience. So that's really important. I know that maybe is like kind of like a triggering moment, like for the ego, where the ego's heels are all like stomping there, you know, the hermit. It's not, yeah, and it's not a bad thing. Again, separation is not necessarily a bad thing, guys. Take it as you will. Take it as you will. If anything, maybe it's a good thing, okay? It can be a very good thing because it means that the medicine is sitting in. I'm hearing it like that, and they're sitting. So if this is resonating, guys, if this is making sense for you, or if you think I'm just literally like fucking batshit crazy, also let me know. No. We don't care. We're gonna be continuing on our way. So maybe this person tried to even change you. High Priestess in reverse. Maybe they tried to make you, silently though, indirectly, like trying, King of Swords reverse. Now I see spirit, again, your spirit guides pulled you back. I just keep seeing that vision. They pulled you back like a slinky style, okay, from this person. King of Swords in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. Yeah, so this person has something in the psychology space they have to absolutely address. They may be saying things to themselves that are not true, of this is my belief system. That's what I need in my life. Those are the things that are real. Those are the things that are true. Compartmentalizing their reality and emotionally in a way that is not fulfilling. And so they were not balanced, guys. This person was not balanced. Okay, like if you literally were to look at it as a boat, it was definitely tipping. The energy was tipping. Did you guys get that out there? Let's clear the throat chakra. Princess of Cups in reverse. And so, and so you were on the gondola with them though. Okay, I see it again like this. Now, yet again, I feel like your impact on their life is time released. This person will realize slowly. It's almost like they're waking up from some sort of moment, and you had to leave. Spirit is reminding you that you had to leave this situation so that they would be able to really understand what they're doing in that story with you, because I feel that your energy is so strong. And let's backtrack. In general, whoever you meet, your energy field is so fucking strong and impactful that it's almost like people feel they can just sort of, I'm getting this vision from spirit, like just sort of live in your aura. It's like they almost like don't need to kind of like try and like be like real with themselves. The devil bright, and that's okay. That's part of it, because you had to sit there for long enough for them to then realize that they really needed to get real. And so the 10 swords. But I feel like in 3D, like you may be like, oh, like why am I separated from them? Like why did that have to happen? Like, truly for some of you. No, but what will really help you is meditation. I'm hearing that. If at times you get kind of in that headspace of like, why is this happening? Like, why did that, the 8 of Swords energy, like 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords. Yeah, but you're very intellectual. I see that as well. I feel that you do have a lot of air energy as well. Very, very strong. You have some sort of a literary background, possibly literacy. You're very well. You're very some of you are doctorate, or there's something that you got a lot of information. Something you're even a teacher. I'm hearing that, or something about your communication talent is you most likely have a grand trine in your birth chart. Let's backtrack. You have a trine. I'm hearing that Hangman. Wow, you have a past life. You're very strong. Most likely, some of you here, you wrote some sort of literature in the past life. Yes, I see that with the High Priest in reverse, the Hangman, some kind of scripture. I see that something scripted. Yeah, with the 10 of Swords, you signed something, even something really important document. There's something here that you actually maybe even illustrated, you painted, you wrote out. Something about the Victorian ages for some of you as well. I'm seeing that the Hangman. You have some sort of a history, some sort of vision, knowledge. You're a prophet. I hear that as well. The Hangman. The 10 of Cups here on the Hangman in reverse, but some of you here, I see people's so-called futures. You see it before it all goes down. I don't know though. Spirit sometimes may not allow you to see it, who that is really for and attached to who at the time. 7 of Swords here with the Queen of Cups. Take that message as it resonates for you. Ace of Pentacles if it resonates. Ace of Pentacles and the Princess of Torches. Like, you may be the most intuitive person, but then sometimes spirit sort of makes it so that you don't quite understand like who that vision may relate to. Let's clear the energy. Now let's clear it. I see you're very humble as well. Extremely humble. Very sensitive. Very sweet person. Yeah, very, very sentimental, sweet. When you hug people, it's like they feel like you really hold them. Like, tower upright. But that doesn't mean that they won't let go, because they realize for some of you sometimes that they really they need to know you better. They need to know, and sometimes they're scared of your love because they realize that it's so fucking real, and that the way that you hold them in that moment is unlike anyone else. The way that anyone else has so-called held them, the way that anybody else has ever interacted with them, let alone the hug. So if you can imagine the hug, and a hug can be a metaphor for more than just a hug, take it as you will. They don't know, and so they're realizing that they have to understand more. Okay, sometimes you have to step away from, let's say, the object of your desire, even at a certain point in time, to be able to have a better vantage point, a more conclusive vantage point of how it is that you perceive that story in your broader story. Because maybe it is that this person was in a certain part of their life when you did come into theirs, when you interacted with them initially, that was sort of uncomfortable for their psyche. And this is why sometimes they did not understand why you maybe even came to their life. They're like, why are you like coming into my world now? Like, I'm all like in this part of my life, like all comfortable. Like, why are you like kind of, and it's not your fault, but they may have put that on you. They may have made you feel like weird or other or different. Okay. Yeah. When really like the feeling was sensational, when really the feeling was like amazing. And it's when you step away that this person will realize that you were really actually very good to them. Maybe they even kind of demonized you. They said, oh, you're making me change my ways, my world. You're wrong. You're bad. You're different. I hear again, you're other. And I hope that's not the case, but there may be some sort of prejudice here, some sort of discrimination. They were trying to understand a factor for why it is that they shouldn't love you. But what it does, right, in that space, them loving you truly means letting go of certain aspects of their own story that were not real. So let's continue. If this person is very materialistic, I see like, even if something was not real, they still want to hold on to it. It's like the puzzle pieces, like they just don't want to like let it go, because they still see life as puzzle pieces, not the grander puzzle and the truth of it as it does align as the pieces together. It was my fault, but I even see that they may have taken certain pieces from other puzzles. I'm hearing that even at a certain point in time, or maybe another lifetime. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that's like, you guys. We'll have to meditate on this. But yeah, if this is resonating, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Thank you so much for your support, you guys here. And let's clear it. Yeah. So they took puzzle pieces from another puzzle. Something is not true here. Maybe it is that someone told them in their younger years, this is your reality. This is what is true for you. And it was not, it was an adopted, mentality. It was an adopted truth, but it was not actually really theirs. The universe in reverse. So this is troubling because they are most likely, again, somebody who has a lot of Taurus, and shadow Taurus, shadow Aries is likely the energy that you met them during. So you met them when they were very much when they were heavy in that energy of, again, shadow Taurus, shadow Mars, aggressive, dominant, domineering, bullying, feeling some pressure on the root chakra there, sacral. They would tell you, oh yeah, it's your fault, you're wrong or whatever. And then a shadow I'm also seeing here, Taurus, so Venus. And this is all about Venus, Mars, give and take. They most likely did not know how to give and take in a way that was balanced, in a way that would be harmonious, in a way that would feel good for both people. This is someone here who had trouble feeling that, they could feel good and also another could feel good at the same time. Now, I don't know what that's like for everybody. Justice upright. Maybe they were a commitment phobe. I'm seeing that as well. And this is a person who wants to feel that they can, so that you are theirs. I'm hearing that as well, but that they're controlling you in that space, not like in a loving way, like, yeah, we're both on the same page, like I love you and you love it, like, yeah, we're both loving each other in the same way. This is someone who wants the upper hand, and even if that means not showing love, even that means restricting it in some sense. This is a question of values when it comes to give and take. Prince of Swords, very snarky at times as well. Behavior, I'm seeing that here as well. In addition, Gemini here as well could have been in shadow when you met this person, or when you were right before you separated, or right in the beginning of this connection. Okay, this is the main theme. Spirit is reiterating is the Mars and Venus Taurus second house energies and Aries first house energies. So this is the so-called prescription. This is when you came together with this person. You sort of like injected. I'm seeing that vision. Yeah, I have to say it. Like you injected this sort of it's a venom to their ego. We're gonna say it like that, okay? And it's like they started feeling weird. The sun had reversed. Then the sun went down. All right, yeah, a bit, and they weren't feeling so well because obviously it's detox, right? We'll say Herxheimer's reaction spiritually. They realize that something ain't right, and also that they're not okay without you. So this person is having a very troubling time. They will try to tell themselves they're okay. This is the type of person who will try to, eat their pain away, try to, just focus more on the physical, the physical realm. This is maybe listen to music, but when it comes to, they're going to realize that it's not real. Okay. And that is the lesson. Is the shadow of the earth plane with that of fire. And the mind, Gemini, Mercury as well. So yet again, that is the theme here. Third house, first house, and second house, how they connect to others. Interestingly, this is the first house, second house, very early childhood development years. Most likely this is something of a lesson that you are reformatting, helping them restructure, reconsider, I'm hearing as well, and rekindle their higher self connection to and with in a new way. So you most likely are helping them work through certain experiences that were very challenging in the early formative years when it comes again, to that consciousness. Let's move forward. Queen of Cups, So you are here. You're very strong. There's a reason why Spirit brings certain people into conversations to so-called face separation, to be in separation, to be maybe even for some of you ghosted. If you were ghosted in separation, Three of Swords, in the theme, you realize like it's real. It's not this. It's not what it looks like. This is necessary, and sometimes yet again, it's like you cause that, right? We'll say. conversation to happen as well. If it was truly not a problem, if it was truly something that your higher self was in alignment with, your higher self would not initiate that experience to then lead to that, that step to be taken, that would then lead to this particular moment and this experience. So let's continue. Now I want to see here a little bit more on when it is that we can expect. This person is very, very, very defensive. I see that as well with the devil and the theme. If you touch on a wound, if you touch on something that they're holding on to, that you're saying, that they know is not really true, they will associate you as someone who's trying to take something away from them that is so-called good. Let them understand that it's not real. Let them understand that it's not really good when it comes to the unification of their spirit. Okay, so that's really important for you to say, I'm not going to force you to let go of that thing, but I will step back, and then you'll see for yourself. How do you feel? Is that your story? Is that real for you? You'll figure it out. Mercury and Leo, this is where you really have to be brave as well. And saying to yourself and reorienting, saying, I take now my focus off this person. The teacher turns from the student, the doctor turns from the patient, and now focuses elsewhere. And that is you with you. And you say, all right, this is you with your guide, saying, okay, now where do I now go to? What is now my focus? What do I continue on my path with? And that's, Mercury and Leo. What is going to be a very significant shifting moment for this particular, I'm hearing, group of people, even couple, Mars and Virgo, So here's the thing. I think Spirit won't allow this to come through until this person is going to move through that consciousness that wants to blame you for what it is that, because they may be seeing you as kind of like the bad guy kind of vibe. Spirit is not going to allow it to come back around the mountain until they have to get through that. So if you are in separation, they are right now maybe still in the phase of like, it's her fault. It's their fault. They're going through that. They're going through this, not seeing it again in a balanced space. Give and take. I'm hearing that yet again. And I'm hearing sharing with toys, take it as you will. Like maybe they were being kind of aggressive with you with their toys. And then it's like, I see they like pulled their toy away. And then, but then they're not acknowledging that was kind of like not fair or something like this. Okay, let's clear. I don't know. Let's take it as well. Maybe this is their own. Okay, let's get further. Yeah, this could be an energy that you're a mirrored experience. Let's continue from maybe childhood. Sun in Aries, Jupiter and Gemini. So you're teaching them that's really not okay. And I really won't remain for this storyline if that is in this way, at least, right? In this way, if you will think that is still, you continue to believe that that's correct behavior. Saturn in Aries in reverse. I'm seeing the main issue was that they got very aggressive, or sort of Venus and Gemini in reverse. But again, it's a psychology. It's not just like, I know. It's they believe that wasn't a bad thing. Let's clear it on the back. Mercury in Aquarius at the base of Mars in Virgo. Yes. This person here, okay, activation on the right side of the crown chart, they will have their awakening. They are going to have a massive realization, a purging, okay, where they see, I'm blaming it on her now. Now, what does that leave me to? They may have even shut you out because they've made you feel like you're kind of somehow wrong, bad, okay, not the one. I'm even hearing that, putting an X on that, like, I guess they're just not the one, okay, like, but why? Because you were wanting to play fairly with their toys with them. Let's continue. Mars and Virgo, let's clear that. And so, when you turn away and you say, if you really, okay, all right, no, Samson, you really believe that I am the one who's wrong? Let me go. Let me go. And watch me leave, okay? You leave, and let them sit in that reality, right? If you did not do something wrong here, right? Okay, let them sit in the reality, the so-called truth of what they are ejecting. I'm hearing from feeling some crazy tumbling in the sacral chakra right there. The root chakra, sacral chakra. They're on a fucking roller coaster of fear right now, you guys. They're fucking scared of losing you. But they don't want it, their mind. It's like this war. It's like they don't want to admit it. They just don't. It's like every time it's like a little voice, like a little pitter patter butterfly on their shoulder. It's like, don't you think like maybe she was saying like something that was true? It's like they get like kind of like, so take it as you will. This is a war internally with them. Is their Mercury, their Mars, and their Venus. Again, let's remember that. Okay, Sun and they may believe that it is about the untiring ego of being firm, of being strong, of being everlasting. But then it's like, if that's what you project and that's what you tell the world you want, and that's what you want to be is the ego, then yeah, then your audience will be that as well. In other words, that's what you attract, and that's just a reflection of you with you yet again. Which, anyways, you're going to come down to that. So they are going to realize that they're alone, unfortunately, guys, and that they don't see the good in things. I'm hearing the good in people, and they may have taken your love for granted as well. For some of you, they may not have seen the beauty in your story, what it is that you extended to them at a certain point in time, and in the goodness of your heart. I don't think you have resentment. I know that you know, because you're someone very intuitive, very, very, very generous. I'm hearing that as well. But because you really feel it, and in those moments, you most likely say, I know I'm giving more of myself to this person. There's a reason for that. So I don't see you stepping away with resentment. Let's clear. Very cynical, this person as well. Not trusting of people. The core fear mantra is, are they going to take something that's mine away from me? Now, what does that even mean? It's like, unless they're brought up in the theory in the mind space of, my value is based on what I have, what I accomplish, what it is. Yeah. So they have a fear that someone is going to tell them who they are, one, and then also take that away from them. So it is a control question. It is a control thing. Jupiter and Leo, Saturn and Cancer. And so it's almost like they don't realize that you're good. I'm hearing that you're good for them, not also because of what you give them. Now, they may fear that you manipulate them with certain things, but interestingly, that's what they may do with you. I see that, or that's what they did. For some of you, this person has major healing in the heart chakra that they need to do. They may be in early childhood had this moment of feeling unworthy, that maybe, should they extend something other than what it is that they are able to also give and receive with another person, that it would not be appreciated. So most likely this person was brought up in an environment early childhood, and they had moments here. Yeah, somebody maybe undervalued them, okay, for something that was real, okay, to them. And so they started to reassess, okay, and reevaluate the meaning of things. For some of you, they were very lonely. I'm seeing that as well in their upbringing. And so the things that brought them meaning were the things around them. So there's an overdependence on that, and they associate their sense of security and stability with things. So they are looking at people as almost like, are you going to take my things that give me value, that make me feel validated and realistic here, which goes back to that very initial conversation, or of the early, or are you going to be a threat? And so it's a territorial. It's no different than an animal, okay, getting aggressive with someone, walking around too close to their food bowl. This is something like that. So for some of you here with the Mars and Venus, and so that no wonder that you cannot have an open, honest, free-flowing dynamic with this person. It's no wonder, really. It's no wonder. Let's go. Yeah. Very aggressive. Sun in Aries. Aggressive. Moon in Libra. I think when you met this person, you really appreciated their strong Mars or their strong Venus. But then it got to a point where it was like you started to realize that it's not just Mars and Venus, very strong and very nice energy here that they're expressing. Maybe it's very, very strong. They could have a stellium, even very strong fire. Particular conjunction in the birth chart, or alignment aspect, maybe trine, or even I'm hearing opposition. No, whatever it is. But then it's like you came to the point where it's not balanced. So let's backtrack. They're very embarrassed. I actually see that very, because they know, guys. It's like, in your heart when like you're kind of flexing on something that's not really making you feel whole and complete. So you can only ride on that one wheel for so long, right? Saturn and Cat, when you are not, depending on things that are sort of temporary and temporal, you can be at peace. You don't really have anywhere to go, anywhere to be, anything to prove. So this is someone here who has to undo the psychology of what gives their life meaning, what is real to themselves and also to others. And they may have fear that someone will judge them because they don't have certain things. So let's continue. Venus and Leo. Saturn and Virgo in reverse, Sun and Gemini in reverse. Yeah, they may have a very toxic family relative, I'm here, parent, Gemini, who manipulated possibly, who said, oh, you know what? It's like, if you do this, then you are going to be much better. If you do this and you promote this particular reputation, okay, and I'm hearing even in our company, you will do very, very well. It could be a family business, very toxic, extremely, saying we kind of like value you for very particular reasons. You have a certain role to play. And so they almost became kind of numerical, kind of a material of their own, okay, to another person. Mars and Leo almost feeling quite sort of like a pawn on even on a playing board. Mars in Libra, Mercury in Cancer. There could be something very strategic or legal from a young age, very controlled. They're controlled guys from a young age, maybe even with religion, some kind of mantra here. They felt that there was something of a right or wrong when it came to the way that they would process their potential, and that is not a fun place to be. So have mercy for this person, in a sense, we could say. This is something you're helping them with. Realize and undo this programming of they are not, okay, the pain of their consciousness, what they fear, okay, being to another person, because I feel this person really had a lot of fear surrounding their worth and feeling good enough, okay? And it can be for a certain community, Sun in Scorpio, a lot of pressure, like you have to make all of these people happy, but only under these certain conditions, and that makes, right, one feel, we'll say, like kind of like a pawn, okay? Yeah, so let's continue. And if that is a parent or however, that's very, very troubling, because that is someone here who's supposed to be so unconditional with you. So just, take that and understand that they have a lot that they need to learn about who they really are, no matter what it is that they give to another person. Let's continue. Saturn in Pisces. When it is that you will feel the bulk of this transformation, of this Saturn in Aries. Most likely you'll find around the cycles of Saturn, there's a lot of transformation. Maybe even the season of Capricorn specifically. Loss, risk could be through on these two cards. Let's get a little further though. When will you feel this shift of this karma felt most strongly? And it doesn't mean that, you could walk away and then, years later, it's like, wow, it's like someone could reach back out to you. Hey, like I learned this fucking lesson, and it's almost like, the students that come back to the teachers years later, and they say like, hey, like, I want to give a shout out to that one teacher back there. Like they really changed my life. Sun in Leo. But in the moment as a teacher, you feel like, oh, they just kind of like ran off and they left. It's like, no, there's a lot here. Sun in Leo, and it may be time release though. So yeah, be patient with how you see yourself as also relevant. Mars in Cancer. Mercury and Pisces. Now let's clear the energy. It could be during those particular seasons that there is a major shift, and that could be in the upcoming season. Can we get here as well some energies when it comes to that? That's so odd. That card. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Okay. We also have Saturn and Capricorn in the theme. That could be a very particular message. Saturn and Capricorn. This person, most likely, the way you'll be able to identify them is there is a very strong focus on the outward reality of things, maybe their reputation, so-called social paradigm. Oh, guys, let me share this on Twitter so that people know we're live. Okay. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the like button. Everyone here joining tonight, thanks so much for tuning in. All right, we have a serious set of stacks here. 10 of Cups in reverse, 4 Swords of Right. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you'll have a reunion with this person with that Four of Torches. Someone here is going to be very, very emotional. I see that, very much wanting to give of themselves to you. They may even go through some sort of period here, very challenging, very tough. But then after that moment, they're going to be very honest with you. I see that. We're going to get to that in a minute in terms of timing. Give me a quick second here. Woohoo. Okay, we're going to pull that. Yes. Okay, yes. There's something surrounding the concept of, for some of you, a change, an actual movement. Maybe some of you travel. You may move actually maybe together, travel together. There's something about a particular move or change. Some kind of physical, something physical. We have the Wheel of Fortune. There could be, a concept on, focus on the archetype of Cancer. It could be during July, the season of Cancer. Something about how do we say? Yes, even the season of Aquarius, something like that, but specifically I'm also here in January for some, take it as you will. Now, 10 of Cups here in reverse during Mercury and Pisces. 4 of Swords upright, Saturn in Aries. Where I really see you guys doing so much uprooting, I'm hearing this way, is with the 4 of Torches sitting up top, the Saturn in Pisces. I'm feeling that crazy activation on the top right-hand corner of the crown chakra. For some of you, this person may actually have some sort of serious realization when it comes to their reality, what they've built around themselves, what they've created, and they're going to, maybe for some of you, this may surround some sort of selling of an object. It could be a home. They may be actually moving. Something really important, like whatever they maybe thought that they built up and was going to make them happy, they're going to have a realization around that space. For some of you, there's something that, it can be that they've built some sort of life for themselves, and then they're now like, I want you to sort of live with me in that space. I see it like that. They may realize that something is missing. We have that Saturn in Pisces. That will be coming up. For some of you. During some shift with Saturn and Pisces is (2023 to 2026). So that could be a very particular set of years. Something very, very profound may happen during that time. I feel like this is going to be something like really critical for the continuation of your connection with this person. You most likely are going to feel very, very connected to this person. You will have a sense of reconnection that is just like unshakable. Definitely a lot of purging here happening. You may even have children with this person, I'm going to say it like that, during that particular cycle. And specifically, the season of Leo will be really impactful when it comes to this particular wave. So again, keep an eye open for 2023 to 2026, and specifically the season of Leo season. The sun in Leo will be really profound. And we also have here Mars in Cancer. Let's take a look at that. That is actually coming up not too late from now. Let's take a look. Mars in Cancer. March 25th to May 20th, 2023. Very interesting. Really? Give me a second here. I'm hearing grieving. Somebody may be going through some sort of loss here, and maybe after that point that they reach out to you. There's something that absolutely is a very big deal to this person. And for some of you, it may be something financial. It may be something related to family. Again, there's the theme of Cancer. Okay, the Chariot, really, present. Clearing the heart chakra. Yeah. Something definitely, take it as you will. Okay, let's get further though here. It may be that you are here for this person during that time as well. Yes. Mars in Cancer during the 25th. I'm hearing a grieving March 25th. There's something that they're going to want from you. I hear that as well. Maybe at that time, it's like you may be the person they come to. For some of you here with the Fool, the Hermit, the Six of Torches, again, 2023, 2026, specifically Sun in the Sun in Leo season and Mars in Cancer. There's something going on during that time. This is a general video though, of course. Always take it as you will. We'll try to keep it open-ended. But yeah, I see something moving profoundly with the moon there. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light. Have a lovely rest of your day, night, whenever you're watching this. I hope you guys did resonate with this message, that it was helpful for you. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're first time viewer. And again, I'm a channeler, medium, starseed, oracle, and hopefully that helps clarify, because sometimes the messages, they do sort of go quickly. Maybe it's like all over the place because we're channeling. One more card here that we had. The Two of Pentacles. So that was, I think we already touched on that. Let's clear down the rest of the body. They have to clear something, you guys, until you guys can really fully connect. And it may be that they are going to reemerge. I hear that. They will realize something about the resistance that they had to this connection. I hear it like that in this way. Okay. So thank you for tuning in yet again. Love and light, and we'll see you in the next stack here if you do choose to follow along. Oh, you know what? I do. Actually, I think we're good. We're good. Let's continue into the second stack. All right. Let's clear it. Let's clear it. You know what? Let's get just one card though. What does this person want to just tell you right now? Something that they would like to just tell you, and we'll leave it sort of at that. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you and I'm so attracted to you. So, okay, stack 2. What's going on? And I think this person sees you as someone who's very brave. Like they feel like you can sort of handle anything. I'm hearing that. That's how they see you. I wish things could be different. Stack 2. Let's backtrack. And I'm hearing they do have regrets. I hear that. So, okay. Take it easy. Well, I wish things, okay. The second time. Something about diet. Something about food. Let's get into the energy here. Somebody here has said something they really didn't mean. I see that as well. Maybe that could be in the sense of they actually, maybe they fibbed about something, but there's something clearly not true. I hear that. For some of you, maybe it was, I just see someone here when they met someone and something was very different when they met them versus the elongation of the relationship. How do we say this? Like, maybe for some of you, this person had even an addiction they didn't tell you about. I'm seeing that for some. For some of you, it's like you did not know that maybe this person had a family. There was something right out the gate, right out the get-go, that they didn't tell you about. Yeah, right out the gate. I'm hearing that yet again. Something happened maybe very quickly. You didn't have the chance maybe to like kind of get to know this person very well. Let's get a little further here. The Queen of Cups again coming through and the 8 of Swords in reverse. For some of you, you actually figured this out and you realized it rather quickly. I feel like this is the type of connection where you didn't really linger. I feel like your spirit guides didn't really let you linger there for very long. For some of you, they realized maybe, or they were afraid that, well, there was, for some of you, a third party. Can we get a little bit further here on this? I think for some of you, this is a classic, like, they knew that was the case, and they kind of wished it wasn't that way, but they didn't say that that's what was going on. I'm hearing it like this. Like, maybe they're like, oh, like, I wish, like, I was single even. I'm hearing that. I don't know, guys, for everybody. It's like, I wish I was like Zane. It's like, but they're not. And they didn't, it's not like they told you. I'm hearing that. But for some of you, felt something was up here with that Queen of Cups. And I do feel that your spirit guides pulled you out of the situation very, very quickly. And be that your higher self as well. Sometimes, again, we mentioned this in the beginning of this video, and definitely check out stack 1. There was a very heavy sort of influence on, emphasis on, your influence as a starseed, light worker, medium when it comes to interactions that involve so-called separation and ghosting. So there is a period of healing, definitely healing in those situations, healing family issues coming through there. The emphasis is on healing. It's not just separation, but it's healing where you are reminding someone of something in their life, a story where you say, you come to the point of saying, I acknowledge you as a spiritual being. I acknowledge you as someone here who, let's say, is a fellow starseed, is a fellow light worker, could definitely move through their karma and ascend further. So because of that, I'm going to be real. I'm going to, ignite in this space and reignite the conversations that will inspire both of us to do that healing work. I'm not just going to sit here and know that something's off and not say anything. And that means indirectly, right? Sometimes your higher self pulls you out of certain situations and you wonder, why did I say that one thing? Why would I do that? Maybe you felt like you even ended the relationship, and then sometimes you're thinking, like, why would I have done that? Like, I love this person, like, but then you realize, okay, on a deeper plane, that you're not here to just be with them in a way that is also not fully satisfactory to you and your guides. I'm hearing that as well, because you are here on a mission, and it is about truth and authenticity above all. Finances and career, on getting to know each other. Separation reverse, on passion. I'm hearing Pilgrim. That could be a very good message. You had a very tough time. Like, I feel psychologically separating from this space because there was so much maybe passion, actually. Something was kind of weird, a little bit anomalous, trust in reverse, but you realize, I don't trust this person. I just can't be with someone who I don't trust. And there was something here that you were picking up on, definitely. Something that you had felt, something that just, it could be a passive energy as well. And really, what is the distinction? We'll say, when it comes to doing shadow work, we have to look at the whole aura, which involves, the energy that has not yet been moved through, which is the shadow. So let's see here. Yeah, for some of you, you were picking up on a shadow. Ultimately, you were picking up on something that wasn't being addressed by this person. And so you realized that they needed to address it for you guys to really fully be in the passion space, in the real passion space, and not just in the passion space, but in such a space that would allow you to create with that passion something real. So this is a question of where it went, not just in that moment where you're feeling with this person. I feel like you felt something very magical, maybe even. There was something but something just did not work for you. I'm going to say it like that. When it came to feeling safe, like you could actually invest in this person and put something into this, conversation in this space that could actually continue on. Maybe you felt like something could not be upheld, would not continue, that this person could not be committed. But I feel this is more in a space that was unspoken. Not like, oh yeah, I'll promise I'll do that. I'll do this. It's more like I just don't feel like I can put my egg in their nest and have them take care of it like in the way that I need them to. So for some of you, this was almost like a natural sort of separation. Even maybe you just kind of just pulled yourself back naturally. Maybe you stopped answering someone's phone calls. You stopped responding. You stopped sort of giving them the attention that they needed. For some of you, as they said it. For some of you, I feel this person was very much wanting your attention, wanting your feedback, wanting your life story. Even maybe they were like they were very interested in you, getting to know you. I'm smelling a really beautiful, like a perfume, like some kind of oud, like a really exotic, like rare sort of perfume cologne situation. Now I feel this person very attracted to you. I think you knew that. Okay, yes, you knew that. Now we have religious factors. Yeah, mirroring, judgment, reverse. This person is a family. The irony is that they may have even told you like openly, like, you know, like this is my situation, but like in a joking way, but in a way that, how do we say, like did not really sort of give the opportunity for you to process and make a decision, like not in a real way. It's kind of like, oh yeah, you know, like by the way, like I have like 2 kids and I've got like, you know, 2 wives. I mean, I don't know what that's like for everybody, but oh gosh, take it as you will. Love and light, no judgment. All right, we're here in human form after all. What are we doing? You know, take it as well. We have to, yeah, remember that, yeah, the decisions are made. And so that's one thing, but like also, do you undo them? So somebody here wasn't willing maybe to step out of a connection with another person, but yet they weren't brave enough to also get to that point where they were really able to, how do we say, get clearer on what was really meaningful to them and also with you. For some of you, this person does know your value. I'm very curious to see where this goes. Unrequited love, keep an open mind. This person was openly maybe even flirting with you and another person, almost right in front of your face. For some of you, they were flirting with you very, very, very hardcore. Very strong flirtation energy here, like all like almost even telling you that you're the one. I'm hearing that, but this is almost like right in front of another person. I'm kind of getting that. Like, look at this card. Something is a little bit, but maybe you even felt like, wow, like that's kind of like, so let's continue. But okay, now you said no. Cut. Hell no. I'm hearing that. Codependency in reverse. For some of you, this person was wanting you to sort of, it's just about the affection, just about the attraction, just about at that point. Now, again, I'm very curious. I want to see when you step away, when you guys had this moment, the separation, what happened? Because I think this person is, they kind of maybe usually so-called get away with things, but because they haven't really been in situations that required of them to be realistic with their heart space, with what's also hard in life. I'm hearing that maybe this person is a bit privileged. I am looking at 8 of Pentacles. Let's get a little bit on this here further. Yeah, they could even be a lawyer. I think it's just someone here who gets so-called away with things by way of how they sort of speak their way through the conversation. Yes. But I feel like this person has never really met someone like you who is kind of not motivated as well by the conversation and can actually quite honestly, quite frankly, undo them, unravel them in their own speech. I'm hearing it like that. In multiple languages at that. I'm hearing it like this. Okay, Mercury and Neptune. I'm hearing, oh, sorry, say what now? Okay. You heard me. Oh, you heard me, baby. We just pulled in the Mercury and Neptune. I'll talk to you later. It's like, okay, well, you take it as you will. The language of Neptune. Yeah. Do we really speak it? It's something like that for some of you. In other words, yeah, maybe you continue to speak to this person, but on another plane. All right. You said, hey, it's over, but we'll keep talking. Okay. Let's continue. Yeah. For yourself. It's funny. I think this person maybe actually, let's say when you met this person, okay, there was definitely, some sort of imbalance when it came to the archetype of Neptune and Mercury. You may have actually caught this person in their very own lie. I'm going to say it like that. This person was maybe very suave. Okay. This is the lesson. Okay. When they came in contact with you, you are showing them, and you were showing them the way. So Spirit is saying this is still the conversation. That this is still what's real. Like if you ever doubted, are we still having this conversation? Yes. Now what's very interesting is that I see the sun beneath both Neptune and Mercury, the way that it is aligned on these charms. Let me just show it to you really quickly here. When we have Neptune and we have Mercury, literally next to one another like that, we have, like that. we see the sun. Oop. This person did not like you leaving. I'm going to say it like that. For some of you, you maybe, yeah, they thought, oh, we have literally now it flipped to the north node and the south node. So for some of you, you maybe, yeah, this person, you triggered something in this person. They maybe thought, I always have a way with everyone. Mercury, okay, right there, flipping right there again, and mirroring that north node. For some of you, they really did not like that you actually, for some of you, you're very, very witty. I see that as well, but you have your own way. This person most likely has a very strong Mercury in general, maybe very strong Libra as well. I'm seeing that. Again, they could be a lawyer, speech therapist. I'm hearing that as well. Something about, yeah, then they met their match. I'm hearing that, but you showed them another side of Mercury. What does it really mean to truly communicate? Mercury, okay, is what, yeah, they wanted to debate you. Pay attention, but I feel like your spirit guides pulled you away before you could actually continue that conversation. Pay attention to the red flags. I think this is about communication, like honest communication. Like, I'm not going to just talk to you. We can flirt, but you need to be honest. I'm hearing that. Retreat. Yeah, this person didn't like you getting kind of swept away. I'm hearing as well by another man. I'm hearing that this is for some of you. Maybe you said, hey, like, they didn't like you putting your foot down with your standards. I mean, that's too bad. Romantic feelings. Yeah, they wanted to just kind of suavemente you, okay? And they thought that, yeah, their words would be enough. No, it's actually not. And the words, by the way, yeah, they have different meaning to me. So you kind of, again, like, you undid their expectation, okay, space when it came to actual communication and what would suffice when it comes to also passion. And maybe you actually lost the passion because they weren't being honest and they did not expect that. Let's move further. What I want to see, I'm curious, yeah, what happened? For some of you, this person loves music. They're very attracted to you physically. They may give you compliments. That's how you know who this person is. Yeah. They'll compliment very specific things about you. Like, you know what? Your eyes. It's just something about your eyes, you know? Yeah. Oh, no, but not just the shape, you know? It's something about the way that they're maybe poetic or take it as you will, that they're not closed. I'm hearing that. Okay, Two of Swords. It's like they're very, yeah, you know, all right, you got it. Okay, but let's continue. It's like, honey, like, yeah, I mean, you can open the window. Okay, we'll Rapunzel it out, but not if, yeah, I'm hearing not if I'm the one bringing you the water. I'm hearing that as well for you to bring up. It's like, wait, what? Maybe hold on. They're very, for some of you, this person was not trustworthy. I see that now. For some of you, not at all, actually. I actually see them saying one thing and like doing another thing. Okay. You will know this. Like when you met this individual, that was something that was actually really extremely obvious, was like, you're obviously like lying to me, or you're obviously saying, you know, but yeah, no, I think that how do we say this? I see someone like they, how do we describe this? They're very sneaky. I see that because they are also maybe very much aware of psychology, but in the human, yeah, with the 3D human sense of, oh, I will do this. And like, I'm hearing the ladies usually love this. I'm hearing that as well. So they're something about the feminine energy. Like maybe they were even trying to mimic you, like sort of almost even maybe act kind of feminine with you. I hear that. And then you were saying, well, wait, hold on. Like you're not actually giving. That could be a metaphor. Maybe they were, there's very sneaky energy though, guys. Okay, let's get further. 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of Venus, a lot of air energy. I want to get further. What's going on? This person, they most likely try to end the conversation in their mind's eye with you. This is the type of person who does not like to feel that they've ever lost a certain debate. They need to feel that they have, yeah, and if they don't, they most likely they end it, they cut it off. Like they don't want to interact. They don't want to have any sort of commotion around their loss. I'm hearing it in this way. Let's clear. Yeah, I know that word hurts. That for this person hurts. If you were to tell them that they're like, if you criticize them, oof, their knowledge, their information, their perspective, their needs. I'm hearing that as well. I'm hearing even their religion. I'm hearing that. I'm a very strategic person as well. Very, very much thinking that they are the absolute. I'm hearing that they're right. But here's the thing. They knew that you would know and be able to understand why it is that they are not always right. I'm hearing that as well. In other words, you're very intuitive. You're not just going to debate them. All right. You're not just going to also be like wooed by their logic. I'm hearing by their mathematics. I'm hearing that. Okay. Their love story that they spin for you. It's like much more, okay, than that. Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, for the Queen of Cups. And I feel like you stepping into that really strong Empress energy when it comes to integrating your crown chakra energies and saying, I absolutely stand for that. I don't care what it is that is spoken in place of it. My intuition reigns superior. And that is my answer. So this person wants to tell you what was right, what was the truth, what was, and they wanted to tell you maybe that something was true when it wasn't. And you told them, I know that it is true. And you know that you're trying to tell me that it is not. And so this is a moment where you had an absolute, I'm hearing grizzly bear jaw to jaw. I'm hearing connection. Interesting. Where you guys maybe you're trying to connect, but then they were, as long as they're trying to lie and as long as they're still trying to, also because them trying to connect with you would be trying to sort of tell you that you do not know what is true for you. And if you would give in to that, if you would, I'm hearing return to that and engage in that, then in a way, it's like you're sacrificing your intuition, your connection to your heart self. So I think this was a moment of sort of like epiphany as well for this person, that not everybody here is the same. Maybe they are used to people who will sort of just go along and be their little pet. I'm hearing that as well with the Hierophant. I'm hearing that song by Cat. Do you remember when we met? Do you remember when we met? Is that even the fucking? I think this person is a joker as well, and for something they really like music. This is a person who will send you a song right when you're super mad at them. It's like something about this part. Yeah, the shadow again, Neptune, guys. 7 of Cups. A lot of Libra, a lot of Venus, Neptune. When you were my pet, I want see love. All right. Do you remember? I feel like they were also repetitive with you. Like they try to hound it out. Like when they know that this is not going to work, it's like they're kind of like a Don Juan energy. Like they're kind of like an insurance agent almost at a certain. I was like, okay, kind of like a fucking like sales rep kind of vibe. All right, let's get the judgment. But they're very funny. I see that. Like you had good moments, but that's not the point. Okay, for somebody they know how to do accents, like they're goofy. I'm hearing that even. Let's get further. But I see like okay, let's continue. That's the day I knew you were my pair. I wanna tell you how much I love you. I think this person likes to establish dominance, a feeling of like, I know, but I don't think they ever get to that point where they're gaudy. This is someone who, again, very much knows, okay, they have this like sort of, and they know how to sort of like have the very Libran, very diplomatic type. They know how to like kind of have a conversation without you being mad at them. I'm hearing that as well. We see you. 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. I see a windshield wiper here. 2 of Wands in reverse. Let me tell you. This person knows how to shake out the bed without you thinking that there was anything in it. I'm hearing that as well between you two. Maybe that Princess, they're very swapped. Guys, I get like, you know, the monkeys who steal jewelry from people, you know, yeah, something like that. No, I'm seeing it like plain and simple. Like it's like it's a monkey. It's a monkey at the zoo kind of vibe, but they know how to steal stuff. It's like maybe there's someone singing and there's like a little monkey going around. He's stealing like jewelry from people's pockets. You know what I'm talking about? This is a thing, guys. I think they have this. Yeah, and like Naples and whatnot. Okay. They literally have like a stage like monkey, like knows how to get into people's pockets and all kinds of shit. It's like and the next morning it's like I gave him my Rolex. It's like I gave him my fucking Rolex. I gave my Rolex. Yeah. King of Swords in reverse for some of you. I don't know. They must be either a lawyer, diplomat, literally, possibly, actually, so-called. Yeah, for some of you. Yeah, this is the thing. And so I think that you stepped away. The thing I'm hearing, this is the thing. They have something that they can say always. So their power may be in their communication, but I think what happens is that you change the field of perspective with that, the context. You said, you know what, I can still communicate, but I don't need to respond. And so I think that maybe for some of you, you stopped reacting to their comments. I'm hearing maybe their compliments. Yeah, I'm hearing the way your hips sway, the way your hips move. Yeah. I'm hearing not wanting to hit and run. I'm hearing that 10 of Wands reverse. I don't know. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups upright. Oh, guys, let's clear. This person will not give up, though I feel very easily the fight, because they know that you're romantic at heart. But here's the thing. I feel that you are changing this person in their dynamic, okay? And oh, God forbid this person will be at this reading, watching this reading right here, because they would have a whole entire, okay, cowboy moment in the fucking saloon with their hat on and, yeah, wanting to be like, oh, hell, no, it's not that way. It's like, let's clear it. But, like, this is the type of person who knows you're right but wants to just make love to you so you forget it. I'm hearing like that as well. Queen of Cups upright. Dawn to the Juan. We're talking here. King of Cups in reverse, guys. It's like they never want it to be over. Now, here's the thing. This person is changing, but they are not going to show you that in any slight bit. They are not going to show you that maybe ever. Let's get, though. We'll see. Yeah, they're trouble, guys. They feel very, I'm here because I'm locked out. Let's go on the left side of the body. Left side of the crown chakra. They're trying to understand you. Now you're an anomaly to this person. Now it's like, hold up. Hold up. But they won't admit it. They'll come through saying it like a rap song. Not like a moment of an existential crisis. For some of you, this person prides themselves on knowing everything, having the answer to everything. They are an I know it kind of dude. This is for some of you. King of Swords reverse. Yeah, so let's go. They feel kind of humiliated if they do not know something. I hear that. Devil upright. That's like the worst to them. That's the worst to them. Devil here. King of Wands. The Three of Pentacles for some of you. Yeah, and they have like a whole little, like, I see they have like a little posse. A posse of people who sort of like cheer at them and like make them, like remind them that they are the greatest. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that means for everybody, but yeah. The Devil and the King of this, like, but then it's like he doesn't respect these people. I'm really sorry, but yeah, he doesn't. It's like who he has his eye on is the Queen of Cups. For some of you, he's even stalking you. This is for some of you, the Queen of Cups in reverse, in case you're curious. It's like, yeah, because the King of Swords in reverse, it's like, oh shit, now she's not gonna have that conversation. So now he emerges as the King of Cups in reverse, sitting right next to the Queen of Cups. They're in opposite movies. I'm hearing that even to one another. It's like, what are you doing here? It's like, because you're now saying, this is the movie I'm in. I'm Queen of Cups upright. If you want to be in my movie, you'll show up Queen of Cups upright. So it's like he's kind of like slowly fucking emerging with like this sort of, it's like acting like, I don't know what I'm doing here. It's like, we know what you're doing here. Moon in reverse. Oh, for some of you, that, yeah, they find you very attractive. I just keep seeing that. Okay. Like they just like kind of are like aware of you always. I hear that. They're always watching you. They're always looking at you. Maybe they're stalking you. They're still looking at your Facebook for yeah. Something about a butterfly tattoo. Something about butterfly. Some of you are Pisces. I see that very strongly. Some of you have a lot of Pisces. They find you like an enigma. You're like a butterfly, just fluttered off kind of vibes with them. But they're like, they don't want to admit that they are worried that maybe it's because you think they didn't know something. I hear like this. They're very paranoid. Like it's maybe very particular, something very particular that they want to know. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. It's like they're troubled. Why can't I figure out like why I can't be with her? I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they tried to like make you be with them in a situation that still wasn't right. They're so they have a crux. It's about the ego of the mind, the power of the mind, and realizing that the mind is not everything. So you locked them out. I see that. Definitely. I see that you locked them out, but just by way of being the Queen of Cups fully upright. So now I'm curious. I'm really curious if the King of Cups is in reverse, because I feel like if you do look at them, they'll be like, well, I don't know. It's like you turn around, it's like the King of Cups. You're not going to even realize they're in cameo. They're following you for something on an unknown number. Maybe their username is a number, or there's something about a number. Like you would never know it, but like for some of you, you're like an enigma. I feel this person wants to study you, even like understand you. This person, I don't know, it's kind of creepy. It's like they want to like kind of like they want to lab rat it out. It's like, why is she like doing that? It's like he likes to understand. I see that, but so now poor Queen of freaking Cups is like, now you're over here. Let's get it. You can turn this on. Do you remember when we met? That's a day. It's like he hears you singing. It's like he maybe even compliment you, attend your event. It's like he's never going to make it gaudy with you. I don't think he'll ever make it gaudy with you, like turn the lights down completely in the room. It's like, because I feel is also romantically attracted to you. Come with me, my love. I think they still even fantasize about you. To the sea of love. It's like, even if you ask them, like, where are we going? It's like, okay, it's like they don't never tell you. Come with me. Maybe they never wanted to define the connection. They wanted to be like floating in ether. It's like, do you? Yeah, but I don't think that you wanted something so concrete. It's like, I don't necessarily want. I just want to be the Queen of Cups of Bright. That's all. Is that so much to ask for? I'm hearing that. I'm seeing Winnie the Pooh here. It could be a pretty good message. I don't remember the plot to Winnie the Pooh, but yeah, that might be a very beautiful message. Let's see here now. What's going on? Oh, I want to see when the dynamic is going to change most, and then we'll jump into certain energies from there. I want to tell you how much. They're a tease. That's the way to put it. I love you. But it's something about the attractive energies, the attraction, the Venus. They really play on that with themselves, but and with you. So I feel like they will, like, this type of person could make love to you with their eyes kind of vibe. Mercury and Cap in reverse. But then they're going to, again, I'm here, they're going to realize, like, it doesn't actually, it's like, it doesn't complete her. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe, like, you were physical with them and they stepped away and, like, they were shocked. Like, oh, my sex wasn't good enough. My French ass sex wasn't good enough. Yeah, that's correct. That is correct. Okay. That's right. That's clear. It's like, he starts getting, like, a little bit weird about that, because I feel like he prided himself, like, he thought he was like a Casanova. All right. He'd be thinking he is, all right, I'm hearing brawny as all hell. I'm hearing tall, brown. It's like, yeah, it's like, I'm hearing voluptuous. It's like, okay. Yeah. Okay. And you literally pulled like I'm gonna skate in that direction in the rink. It's like, what? I'm hearing skirt. Oh no, they did not take that well. So yeah, this is for some. Oh no. Because yeah, no, like, because that was, yeah. So because then they're starting to think, like, so what does it for her? It's like, you know, something like this. They most likely, yeah. Anyways, let's go home. It's like, you, like, fully, maybe even you erupted their ego cherry, and no one ever erupted that man's ego cherry. Let's just say it like that. Oh my god. It's like, she didn't like my lips. I'm hearing that. Okay. She didn't like the way that, like, I find her ass. What? I don't know what. Okay. It's like, yeah, it's like he starts feeling all kinds of ways. It's like, now you got him questioning, like, his little man situation down there with, like, every other person he was with. It's like, that's the type of person you were to this person. Now you got him questioning absolutely everything. No, really, because that tells you that that's what the operation space for most of how they operate in their life, right? Yeah. They most likely exhibit traits of narcissism. I wouldn't be surprised if you at times were like, is this person a narcissist? Yeah. Moon in Scorpio, Sun in Libra. They got something about their eye contact. It's very intense. Moon in Virgo. But they use that. They try to use, that's also another clue as to who this is. They would try to use that. Saturn in Virgo. Dark eyes. Very dark eyes. Moon. You felt hypnotized. It's like, what the hell is going on with this Power Ranger? It's like, yeah. He's really trying to, like, I'm hearing flex his belt on you. Let's clear it. But, like, with the hoops? Sorry, what? I'm so sorry, what? Yeah, no, he has a way. I don't know. Maybe he was, like, trying to do some sort of... I don't know. It's like, wait, what? It's like, yeah, but he's very feminine. I see, again, a very feminine energy. I'm hearing jack of all trades. I'm hearing with the ladies. Oh, God. Okay. Saturn in okay. Is he gay? I mean, it's like, no, you have to wonder, because maybe he was a very good lover, but it's like, you kind of, like, you slid to the left. It's like, how does she slide to the, oh no, he doesn't understand. How does she slide to the right? And then she slid to the left after that. It's like, he thinks that also being with him was the right decision for you. He's maybe thinking that you're wrong for having let him go. I'm hearing that as well. I'm sure I'll never find another love better than me. I know it. I'm hearing that. Oh my God, Casanova. Through and through, okay. Yeah, Moon Gemini. No, you flip them. I feel like you may have a lot of air as well. It's like, But then like you have this higher spectrum of water energy, and you just sort of like you shocked them. Like they couldn't understand. I forget. Just keep getting that energy. So these are the major story points here. We'll say let's get it. I think like they would feel especially jealous knowing that you were getting it from another guy. I'm just hearing that. Oh my god. Like this dude thinks this is the type of person who believes their gray hairs are like the most beautiful. Okay, of anyone else who's got gray hair. It's like my gray hair is the best gray hair you can get. I'm hearing that even, I don't know, that could be a metaphor too as well. Maybe they believe, yeah, I don't know. Let's continue. They think maybe like no matter what. This could be the one. I see they love books. They read books, like a lot of books. Okay. Books on what? Love making. Oh my god, with this energy. I feel like, yeah, they're the type, like they anyways, okay. They think they're very, yeah, let's continue. They really like their profile picture. I see that. They really like their selfie game. They like something about the way they, come through. Yeah. Okay. Chemistry. They will try to be back. Don't worry. Okay, I'm hearing like this chemistry, but just to better understand why you left them. It's like you guys. This person was the monkey who stole jewelry. Okay, this is that person, guys. This is that they need to understand. It's like why she also figured me out. It's like maybe they're even trying to talk to you through aliases. They're trying to outsmart you. It's like they realize like, god damn. Let's continue. They realize that you got it going on here as well. Unrequited 11. Ooh. Okay. They're going to go into a sour patch mode. They're going to, okay. Warning. Alert. This person, yes, they too will go through that sour patch mode. They will be a sour patch looking kid sitting off in the corner there. In specifically Saturn in Virgo. Now let's get the date on that. Is it when they're completely gray? I don't know. Let's take a look. Oh my god. Maybe some matter what they're saying. Oh, I'll never be like unattractive to another mom. I'm hearing to another man. To even another man. Oh. All right. It says I mean, this person, if they're using like their sex as a weapon, for example, like they will have their day, guys. They will, and they will have their day. I'm hearing sunrise, sunset. It will be longer than just one day. It's like maybe it's gonna be like a day. It's like no, it's not. It's like also you will also have your moments. Saturn and Virgo. What's going on with their health? Yeah, it'll be a sobering moment. Whatever they're sort of like, yeah. I'm seeing something about Rome here. They think they have past life Roman. They were like a general or something. I see someone here standing like they have like, the attention of the masses right before them just for a hot minute. It's like that has like not left them. That vibe has not yet. So they believe that they're like, like they're wearing, I mean, the gala, they have this, I'm hearing the standard. It's like I have the standard night stance. It's like, okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, all right. I feel they do like to also turn on both women and women. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, wait, what? It's like takes you well. Maybe they are into both genders. Okay. But they like to kind of, okay. Now, like, I think they like to kind of look sweaty. I'm hearing that as well from time to time. I don't know what that's like for everybody. Okay. I see them like in a sauna. Let's continue. I see them in a sauna. Now, yeah, something about their musculature, their hands. I'm seeing that as well. They're very proud. It's like they feel they have the touch. I'm hearing the touch of a king. I'm hearing that. Okay. Let's expose his panties now. All right. Hold on. But I'm seeing it kind of like Roman style. Like, they wear the little pleated skirt in the back is like a thong. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I'm seeing that. Let's clear it. I'm hearing no need for whiteout on my name. You already know. I'm hearing that. Who I've been to you. I heard that. Oh, right. It's like he thinks that he will always be like forever. He feels he can never change his reputation with you. I'm seeing that. Yeah. It's really kind of like a heroic sort, but I'm saying Rome here specifically. I'm seeing Rome. Yeah, I'm hearing Zeus, something about Zeus. He believes he has like the pinky ring of all pinky rings. Yeah. It maybe even be something with a family legacy. Let's go. Release your eyes. Like, it's like you for me. Some of you may see this person. You may meet this person. You may bump into them. You may have even fucking blown their kiss off. Maybe they blew you a kiss like, hey babe. It's like you blew them off. you blew that kiss. Like you were like, your breath stinks. Something like that. For then they were like, yeah. No, here comes a moment. This moment here, right here. This is what we're zeroing in on. Right there. I'm hearing Holy Mary, Holy Grail, Mary, Mother Mary, something holy. This is going to feel like punishment to this person, to their ego. Let's go. And in this case, it's related to their Neptune, Venus, shadow with Mercury. Saturn in Virgo year. When is this? For some of you, something about the private jets. Oh, Saturn transit 2022. Sorry, no. Yeah, oh, no. When is this? Let's take a look here. I keep hearing, do you remember when we met? I keep hearing that song. May 24th, 2025. It will be when you are still alive. I'm hearing that to see it. It's like, will he be alive for to watch him fucking like remember that he's human? It's like, yes, you will. I'm hearing like that. It's a sobering moment at the gala. It's like when a fucking Greek wins your heart. That's right. Yes, you heard. When a fucking Greek wins your heart, it's like he suddenly has a fucking meltdown moment, guys. He starts, it's like I feel like an earthquake, but like it's with all of his clothing, everything that makes him feel like he's Roman. And thereby thus the best, the greatest that ever was. It's like, guys, it's like I see his like Roman sandals, like fucking like breaking apart. It's this, how do we say it? The calcification of this energy. Oh my god, it's like the currency doesn't hold anymore. He's kind of irrelevant. He can't buy his way through life anymore. I'm hearing that as well. Like it's kind of like it's like outdated. What he used to get away with, it's like it's not working anymore. Now let's continue. Now for some of you, yes, it's like no, I see everything like disintegrating around him. It's like the collapse. I'm hearing that. The collapse of like the empire kind of vibe. It's like that's for some of you, they may see you with another person. That's 2025. This is the moment when they will actually see it. They will realize it. Beware. This person will return. I see that. Sun in Libra. It can be during a Libra season. They may try to really win you over, try to swoon you here. Sun in Libra here. Okay, that can be during, and yeah, when we have the Sun in Libra season. The Moon in Virgo as well we have is a key moment. Again, Mercury in Capricorn reverse. Moon in Scorpio, getting to know each other in reverse with codependency. They are not admitting something here with the Moon in Virgo. There could be a certain cycle. You got close to them, but then it didn't quite happen during a new moon or full moon in Virgo. It just wasn't. They could not be vulnerable. They just could not get clear and vulnerable with you and honest here with what was really forgiving and learning in reverse. It may also be that they weren't willing to admit something here and that they weren't willing to sort of consciously like address to you that that they also were kind of, I think you asked them even, you're like, are you, they couldn't communicate with you. But they were still there. I see that. Now, forgiving and learning in reverse, this could be the one. They don't want to admit something. I just keep hearing that. This could be the one, Mercury and Capricorn in reverse. They maybe try to like still kind of be with you. Now, here's the thing. Moon in Scorpio, unrequited love in reverse. This is where it starts to get weird and dark out there. Okay, this is during a new moon or a full moon in Scorpio. Now it starts to really get scary because they are now remembering, for some of you, the karma will shift. Past life relationship, all right, on unrequited love in reverse. Now this person is feeling the counteract. Okay, they're not, because I think until this point, guys, until this point, and we're riding up on a full moon in Scorpio, by the way, an eclipse at that. Until this point, they were feeling that they could at least sort of send you something and that you would somehow be receptive. Now you're no longer really getting back to them on that, if you see what I'm saying, in terms of the energy, energetically. It doesn't mean actual communication. We're talking frequentially, energetically, where you just not know. Maybe in the past you're like, oh, Simon, I feel you, like, wow, yeah, I'm really like, turn on. This is a moment of nah. Okay, this is more like, no, she really closed the door and she didn't even smile. Like, she's really not looking at me like that. Now, for some of you, this is remind me of a reading we did, a reading of Sagittarius. This was, I think, the last Mercury retrograde. It was like two gorillas fighting in civilization, but like they were both from the same jungle. And then it was also a Sagittarius reading where it was like somebody shows up in sombreros on someone's lawn. Now let's continue. Romance. It was with the King of Pentacles who was sitting with the King of Swords, something like that. And then someone retreated. They went to the front lawn and they were having some kind of altercation with someone, or some kind of, hopefully not, but some kind of communication. Now, heart-to-heart conversation. This is where it gets the meltdown is in 2025. Saturn in Virgo. Whatever this person thought was a timeless signature of theirs will be rejected. I'm hearing that as well. And will be rejected. Hard ass core. For some of you, this person, especially, the harder this will be, is based on if this person is doing any kind of voodoo black magic to like increasing their attraction and these such things. That will be all returned to sender, rejected. I'm hearing that over the lifetimes. I'm hearing that over the years. Okay. All of the Rolexes that he stole are going to have to be fucking brought back to their rightful owners. Kind of vibe. This is going to be that kind of vibe with romantic feelings in reverse, heart-to-heart conversations upright. Everything here will be absolutely rejected and absolutely returned to sender. For some of you, this person is going to just honestly be brought back to balance. Okay. And that's just what it is. Like, okay, for some of you, there's separation reverse. There's no more opportunity for some of you, for this person to maybe even like try and resurge in a certain space, to try and even regret what they've done. Like, this is something that they don't have the same wielding of power they had in the past. So, and that is going to be physically, I see that as well. Like, they may literally like go through something related to their health that does not allow them necessarily to necessarily be in the way that they were in the past. It may even be something physical, like sexually. Okay. They may start to have something going on with the physical sexual energies. Possibly. Let's clear it. Potentially. There's something, and we can say maybe it's like they're maybe, for example, like they used to be able to please like the ladies and all that. It's like everyone stops like kind of responding and reacting. Maybe something it wears off, guys. This is what I'm seeing. So what I was like, why is Mesmeralda turning the light down like on our dinner date? It's like, because she doesn't really like the way that your romance looks down there anymore. Bye. It's like, but was she there for just that? It's like, obviously, because that's the thing that you were wielding, right? To try and control her interests. I'm hearing that. So, guys, I see a moment coming. It's like, oh, no. It's like a really, people start like kind of seeing them as like ugly now. I'm hearing that because they were trying to manipulate with their looks. It could be. Let's go into our true love. Yeah. And they're going to realize, like, I honestly resisted true love back there. Like, she was attractive and she was actually attracted to me. But the one thing she was asking me to do was be honest. And I let it go because it's like now he's going crazy because he realizes he could have had someone who really loved him. Truly. Not just for what it is that he was trying to manipulate with. It's like she was trying to tell him, don't manipulate me with this. Like, and now, okay. And let's come into our and now, okay. It's like, I don't even have anybody. I don't even have her. I don't even have them. It's like, it is safe. Deception on true love. Like they were saying, it's not true love. Like this is not real. Yeah, something wasn't right. It wasn't realistic. Maybe I keep hearing Rome. Yeah, they wanted to win. They wanted to win the conversation. I see that. Yeah. So now it becomes, yeah. So, but now I see whatever, honeymoon in reverse. I'm hearing breadwinner, moon in Gemini. Yeah. So this is for, unfortunately for this person and their story with you, it's going to be kind of a little bit of a lesson, you know what I'm saying? Like where they need to realize that they cannot just also flirt their way through life and live, their life without having a real conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation, and a moment of honesty saying there's more to life than that. There's more to conversations than just what we see in the communication and in front of the community. For some of you, this person was very, very invested in the reputation, and I feel like they're going to have a moment where they really kind of realize that you have to be also humble with make the effort. It is about the sort of the basis of what makes a connection really stick. So we have you deserve love, and maybe this person was trying to be fake, even like I see someone trying to like assert their looks and they're trying to be fake and like talented, and then they realize like that someone who was really real actually like left me because of that. They left me because like I was not willing to like just be fucking real, and I was so wound up. And this is a clue if this person was not willing to let go of certain things here. And related to their community, I'm seeing that as well. So for some of you, it's a little bit of a situation. Now we have here Jupiter and Virgo in reverse, flirt, and this is general video, always take it as you will, but for yourself, let your friends help you. I think they may try to come through, and like you guys may have like a moment, they'll try to sort of like reestablish some sort of moment with you, and maybe that they have a divorce. I mean, I don't know, guys, like this is, but there's just something that happens here. Like if they married for wealth, if they married for this or married for that, I feel this person may leave them for that very thing. Like, and then it's heart-to-heart conversations in reverse, and they're realizing that they could have had everything they had with, I'm saying this way, but because it's so superficial with the person, but it maybe it's themselves as well. They could have had all of that with you and still had it still. So you were someone here, I feel, who told them like, I'll always be here for you. Like I'm a timeless love. Like I'm not going anywhere. I'm here not. I'm here for true reason. I'm not here to, mess with you, manipulate you, and be with you because of that. I'm not here for your looks. I'm not here for this. And they kind of like, maybe they even gave you an ultimatum, and they said, well, either like you're gonna be with me physically, you're gonna be with me like this, or I'm gonna be gone. I'm hearing Ken doll Barbie. Maybe they were even looking for like a physical mate here. Yeah, someone very particular, and maybe they wanted you to be. So let's go forgiving and learning. You said, no, I'm not going to be that person. Like for you and your community, forgiving and learning on. So you were someone really real, and like then something that they were so invested in falls apart, and then they again realize separation on romantic feelings. They start to put a different sort of value on the physical interaction. They start to put a different value on the so-called love story. I'm hearing it like this, and this is someone who is really very Neptunian. They're very maybe lost at times in the vision of what love should be like, and they did not have the groundedness, the roots, the foundation of what does love really extend to both parties, and does it live through time, flirt upright. So this is something kind of superficial, guys. That maybe they needed to like kind of move through. Something lost its currency kind of vibe here, and so let's clear it. Let's continue. I think they will realize like you're the one. I get that as well. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna realize that you're the one. Can we get a little bit here on who this person is with the tarot cards that wanted to flip? The 5 of Torches, something about the number 5 here. And we have here the Tower, could be a Scorpio, a lot of Scorpio. We got the Universe, could be Aquarius as well, strong Aquarius. Who is this? Yet again, they were very attached to their looks. The Fool again, a lot of Aquarius. They could have been in the limelight, could have been in the public limelight. We have the Ace of Cups, someone very so-called romantic yet again. Can we get a little bit more spirit? We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Again, abusing the Venusian energies, 3 of Swords in reverse. Very, again, flirty, same energy, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, King of Pentacles in reverse. There we go. 10 of Cups upright, and the Morning in reverse, Justice in reverse. This is someone here who has a lot of Libra, a lot of shadow work to do, guys. I mean, this is, Yeah, and so it's a love and light situation, and I think for some of you, they will really, really miss you. All right, we're gonna say it like that. And so let's get here. But they will miss you over time, you know. Something about a massage. I see that. Let's get a number 6, 9, and 5. Popping out there is playfulness in reverse. Yeah. So, and in addition, for some of you, you know, the person maybe had a very deep side, but they just didn't let it come out in this circumstance with you, which was really a shame, because you're honestly possibly even like the perfect person to have sort of, you know, had this sort of experience with. And for some of you, yeah. They were very jokey. I'm hearing jockey, like they would try and come through with their flirtation more than their seriousness, and they put like your morals down. Even I'm hearing that at a certain point. Like, reminded me a bit of the Gemini reading that we just did for. It was one of the readings. Yeah, again, that release your ex card coming through in reverse on Moon in Virgo upright. They don't want to see you move on with another person. Like, I feel like they're resisting that. They just don't want to think that you're moving on. And then we come through with like jokes, like, hey, like, you're not really moving on, right? Children upright. It's like, no, I got children. I'm hearing that children, possibly, or they have children or something like that. It's like, oh, are you still like, okay? For some of you, though, yeah, it's reminding me of the Gemini energy of the recent reading where someone was like, you told them clearly this doesn't work for me, this value doesn't work for me, and then it's like they were trying to kind of persuade you that it would be okay. So let's move on, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And I do think this person will still try to get some sort of way back into your heart. Definitely through your friends, even like at a certain point, they maybe even try to just say sorry, like through another person, or they'll try to sort of rekindle. Let's get into the next sign, next stack, the next energy. Anything else? Yeah, I'm hearing they want to know like about you, maybe just like, you know, they'll come back like kind of just like curious, like, well, what's going on with you, you know. Querent light worker reading as well. So if you're getting triggered by this reading, definitely meditate and come back into it. A message from them to you right now. That came through right there. We have sometimes I stay awake thinking about you, and this is the card that came out as well for stack 1. If you were feeling guided to check out stack 1 as well, there could be some overlap. Let's get one more card here of something that I'd like to say. Okay. Yeah. This person most likely has a stellium in their birth chart. They're very intense. It's like when they feel things, they feel like all of a sudden very intensely, you know, very seriously, like, oh my gosh, like it may hit them sort of like all of a sudden. I see this person kind of like crying. Okay, I want to feel that way again. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I left you before you could leave me, and I can't stop thinking about you. So yeah, maybe they even, yeah. It says, I want to tell you how I feel. They may sometimes like play it off like they're over it or they're not involved. I feel like not in a way to like cut it off, but like they just kind of step away. But then it's because they're afraid that like their thought in the back of the mind is that you're moving on, that you find somebody else attractive. Let's move into the next reading. We have I bury myself in work to forget you. Let's clear the energy in the throat chakra. Can you guys give me a really quick second here? I have to run to the restroom. Okay, one moment. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your patience. Stack 3, on with it. Let's get into the energies. What is what for stack 3? Bury myself in work to forget you. What are we working with here? I think someone, some kind of misunderstanding here. See, someone was maybe a little bit intimidated. They couldn't really understand. I see they backed off. They backed away. Maybe they're a little bit shy. A bit intimidated with something here. Yeah. This is someone who is very in the mind. Okay, they have, for some of you, I see this person has a lot of Virgo, a lot of Capricorn. They may have an outlet that is very social and lighthearted here. But when things get too intense or complicated, they interestingly, actually though, I feel this person makes things more so-called complicated, possibly because they're overthinking oftentimes. That's also how you may be able to understand who this is that they overthink a lot. Or they think a lot. But then, interestingly, they oversimplify at the same time. And it's almost like there's something that maybe they resist. I see this person is really reluctant at times to sorry, guys. Oh, wow. Okay. They're really hesitant, reluctant. They may actually work. I see this person may literally be a Virgo, or they have a lot of Virgo. They may be a doctor. They may be a doctor or something like this. For some of you, let's clear it in the restaurant. Yeah, they get they may have like so-called ways of distracting from the major. How do we say? This person, they may have a Mercury in retrograde in their birth chart. I'm kind of just like feeling that. It's like they know that there's something they don't understand. It's like maybe they even think a lot about something, and then they just like stop right before they find the answer or the solution or the conclusion. Like I feel this person has really like when it comes to the so-called bravery to go all the way and really come like they prematurely like end the conversation. I see that. But I see this as in general. This is kind of like who they are a little bit, maybe. They have a lot of Virgo. I think they don't really like things getting too complicated, but then they still think about things. And then they do have this pressure to, those still show up. And then it's like they want to maybe show up with something more, but then more than, I'm hearing that, but then maybe even like competitively, but then they don't really do the work, or they don't really go all the way. Like then they just show up. I see that Ace of Wands with the Emperor. In other words, they have a lot more maybe to say. There's a lot more underneath the surface. There's a lot more going on than meets the eye. For some of you, let's clear it. I think they're very invested. They're very maybe though defensive, like especially if you're someone who's very intuitive and you have a very strong mind. Like this person, I feel feels shy, and they retract, they recoil, they remove. Okay, like they may be very interested, but then on one hand, they really invested, and then on the other hand, they step back. We have the Universe upright, the Three of Cups. Yeah, for some of you, you may think this person they kind of have an outlet that's a little bit shallow. Like, oh, we were going to have that wonderful meeting together, and then you just sort of said, instead, I'm going to like hang out with like Meredith and like Maury and like Mikey. It's like, yeah. there's something that it's disappointing. And I think that the above all, you feel this person is not really brave to really dig deep. I feel like they may be a little bit of like a person here, the type who wants to like promise and they want to feel that they can show up, but then they're just like not. I see that with the Emperor and the Ace of Wands, like a little bit overly simplified. Let's go a little further though. We have a lot of cards upside down. Maybe they have this sort of demeanor about them, certain things that freaks them out about embarking upon a further. So yeah, they're very scared in general. I see this person is a little bit maybe their commitment phobe. I see that they also don't maybe like to think that people like know better than them or know something that they don't. And then not that they wouldn't, but they want to like kind of be prepared for that. If you see, but I mean, that's not natural. Like this person is scared. I see that in general to really communicate. Maybe they have a communication question here going on. Hanged Man, Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. For some of you, they're like pretending that their responsibilities are more important. I'm hearing that as well than the connection with you or however. I'm going to close the window. They may be a little bit clumsy. I also see that. I feel that they run away from like conflict. And like they know that this was not really the way to handle this situation here, but it's like they don't really have a reason. It's like you know what I'm saying? Okay. King Cups are like a passive energy. Can we get a little further here? A little bit haughty, a little bit maybe even competitive. I see that yet again. Like, but I don't see them like competing. It's not the kind of competition where like they will actually like come through and like actually compete. It's like they recoil. Can we get a little bit on that Three of Cups further? The Death. Yeah, this is someone even maybe like sulking. Oh, I'm feeling this tumbling in the sacral. They're just sulking with themselves kind of vibe. Like the Prince of Swords upright. For some of you, it's like maybe a little bit of like a game. We have here the Nine of Cups in reverse, Three of Swords upright, the King of Torches in reverse, and then Seven of Pentacles upright. For some of you, it's like they step back. Like this is the type of person who does not want to be in the convo. I'm hearing that. They will avoid confrontation. They will avoid the conversation. It's a little bit frustrating. Give me a second. I'm going to turn the heat up here. But then they'll like assert, in a way, this like feeling of like dominance. Like I see this person's a little bit scattered, like a little confused, a little bit darty. They don't have like one primary sense of momentum that they're building. And I hope that's not like offense. I mean, take it as you will. Let's go a little further here. Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I see them being kind of like a lot of mutable energy here even. And not to say that it's bad. It's just this is how they're channeling this energy right now. Two of Pentacles, it's like they're not in the driver's seat. Now, there is something obviously impacting that. And I see that this is a question of a strong and assertive fire element. So definitely Mars, a healthy sun energy, and a healthy Jupiter. So it may be that they're also a little bit cynical in general here when it comes to the concept of like balance. Yeah. They have a lot, something going on with their Jupiter. They may have something going on as well, though, with their overall birth chart. They may have a stellium in Earth, and it may be kind of like a little bit about like they have a lot of something and a little bit of a nut. So let's go. Six of Pentacles in reverse can be. But this is the type of person who will run away from like conversation, run away from confrontation. They're not really easy to talk to, easy to get to know, easy to converse with, easy to, just kind of call up and call back and like connect with. They're kind of rigid. I see that, but with themselves. Now they work in maybe the health field or something with health. Two of Wands upright. Very sensitive ego. Extremely sensitive to criticism. If they feel that someone here is like telling them something about something that they've said, it's like they have to feel prepared to hear criticism. This is what I'm hearing. So this is what I'm hearing. They need to kind of like, but that is telling me that there's something that, and I do feel there may even be a little bit of a sexism energy here where it's like, especially maybe from a certain gender, a certain, it's like they're hyper, they're in their mind, like very critical. I'm seeing someone here. Yeah. So let's go. Like it stuns them if someone is saying something weird about them or something like that. Like they need to like make sure you're not saying that, or like they need to make sure you're not like saying something, you know. So let's get a little further. And I think it will stick with them for a long time. Like they think about it a lot. This is someone who maybe like a little bit in the Vic. Yeah, let's get further. The number 11. Yeah, they like stop. Like one thing that someone says, like one criticism can really sort of like make this person just like sit there and like feel like they lost like the Super Bowl. Number 2 coming through as well. Yeah, they have a lot of maybe Venus energy, a lot of Taurus as well. Something about Venus and Taurus. Like when you give them a compliment, then they're feeling really good. It's like when they feel validated, then they feel really good. Then when it's like you don't compliment them, then they feel really, really, really not good. In other words, like they really take things like very seriously, like, and they take it to heart. So this is not a healthy, balanced energy. We have the King Cups in reverse, the Hangman upright. Yeah, and this can be, you know, different stack can resonate. And this is a channel message from your guides to you. This is not me talking like, yeah, this is not something to be a criticism. It may even be, you know, our energy at a certain point. Death in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. Now, 10 of Wands in reverse. For some of you, there's something that, let's backtrack. Yeah, there's something that they need to get real with. I'm sorry. Like someone's like saying, you need to really get real with this. Like you can't expect me also not to like have a certain expectation here. Okay, this person doesn't like to feel that they ever did anything wrong and that someone here has something to say about the way that they're carrying a certain story out. This is someone who wants to feel in control, but they're not doing what it takes to make a certain situation truly, okay, you know, connective for both people. So for some of you, it's like the values are a little bit maybe cut off or shallow here. For some of you, this person is not doing the work to really maybe focus on their ascension and really move outside of their mind and move outside of their fears. And like someone else maybe saw that, sees that, and they need to try and instill a sense of confidence in this person, but possibly by stepping back. Could we get a little bit more on this here? Number 5 on the Emperor. We have number 1 on the Emperor. Maybe that one person here is very, 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 let's say assertive. Okay, someone here is very determined. I see that as well. They want maybe to sort of showcase to this person, or maybe they are sort of an example to this person of what it means to sort of be firm with what it is that you also do and what it is that you decide on with your decisions. I feel this person goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with their decisions like almost all the time. So someone coming in and sort of making them maybe feel even a little bit uncomfortable because they're sort of that very strong guiding force for this person counteractively to make a decision that is absolute. That makes this person feel really weird because they don't have the wiggle room. They most likely have a lot of Aquarius as well, a lot of Leo. I'm hearing that as well, but possibly in shadow, or the Leo energy is sort of, it's like I'm hearing grounded. It's like underground. I see someone's sun is underground. They may have the sun in an 8th house, or a sun in an earth house, or even the actual sun in an earth sign. In the something about earth and water. I see that. Let's kind of like something is going on in the birth chart for possibly. 10 of Swords in reverse. And it just shouldn't make anybody feel bad. There's no good or bad placement, but we're just talking in terms of how they're channeling this energy right now. Prince of Torches are bright. Yeah, very sensitive though. 10 of Swords in reverse. Now, there's something that this is all about fire energy completely through and through. The Strength card of bright. Like you have to be really, this person needs to realize that they're also going to make mistakes in life, and they need to get to that point where they're not thinking about whether or not they're doing something right or wrong, but thinking about how it is that they connect and continue on with their vision no matter what, no matter how it is that they feel at a certain point in time. For some of you, it's like, they need to remember that they also continue changing that scenario. They're never going to be just like a victim. They're never just going to be like someone who like did something wrong. They're going to always be a creator. So this person needs to remember that. I think they get stunned and they forget. There's something about the crown chakra and the solar plexus. It's like, I see this person feels that any which move they make based on the root chakra energies will determine the crown chakra. This is what I'm hearing. Like that affects the way that they feel connected to even the universe. So this is most likely someone who feels very fearful at times, scared, okay, darty, not comfortable in their body, not comfortable. They're not feeling grounded. They're not feeling physically maybe healthy at times. They need to feel integrated. And that requires of them to realize that everybody also, I'm hearing, makes mistakes, like integrating the process of learning, integrating the process of expanding the mind. Expansion is not acknowledging that what once was a body of thought for you is wrong. It's just evolution. So perspective is not wrong, right? It's evolution. So this person is maybe kind of feeling lonely. I'm hearing that as well. The Emperor coming through right there in the space of of their ideas, because I see them latching onto ideas and not wanting to let them go and feeling almost like aggressive there. That's where their aggression comes forth, is in the stagnation of not wanting to see the other side of the story. Two of Pentacles upright, very defensive guys person here we have on our hands. Let's get a little bit further. Let's clear into a chakra. Aquarius one. But I think they do know. I think that they do know that, like, they're curious. This is where I'll say, I don't think this person is just like, no offense, but like not. I don't think they're unevolved. Okay, I think they're actually evolved, and they are very aware. Like, they're able to like identify like a real diamond from the rough. I'm hearing it like this, but it's something about their Mars energy, their Mercury. Again, I feel like they either have a Mercury in retro or something in the birth chart. It's like they're not. They have an issue maybe acknowledging that they do have another side of the story as well to relate to. Maybe they feel like, oh, I said that back there, I can't go back on that. Something like that. Let's get a little further. Oop, that pops out. 9 of Wands. Guys, it's like, even I'm hearing they run away, but because they want to be right. But even though, like, they want to seem right, even if they're not, it's like they feel like running away won't give the space in the conversation for them to feel correct. This is not healthy. Some of you left the situation, or someone did. Maybe it was them. Maybe they left the situation. 6 of Swords. Like, I think that the issue is, like, there's a lack of healthy, like, seeing both sides of the party's points. Like, oh yeah, I see your, yeah, oh, devil. Yeah, they may gaslight, they may narc, yeah, they may try to narc around here whenever, yeah. So I would be aware of this person. I don't know if I would really be interacting. Queen of Cups in the middle of the Devil and the 4 of Pentacles. This Queen of Cups has come through in every reading. So for some of you, you know, you were tired of trying to like find a middle ground and like see their point and like make sense of it. Prince of Torches are right in the theme. Let's get a little further. Let's get here. Let's get a little more on their character. I think they like to operate in the shadows. Like they'll come through and King of Swords, when they feel like, you know, I see like someone breathing really hard here. It's like when, you know, it's like their ego is like back up and running. It's like, you know, but it's like, I see they will stop conversations when they feel like they're not kind of winning them or feeling right. This came through in, I think, a reading, last reading, was it? No, the reading before the last reading. Which stack are we on right now? It's stack 4, right? It's going to throw a chart on. Oh yeah, it's the last stack that it reminds me of. Stack 2. Yeah, very strong intellectual, psychological energy. I think that they realize sometimes, though, this is not realistic, 6 of Pentacles. But they try to have a reason for why it's correct. Like, I see this person is running 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. Running. They really want to have, like, kind of like, if anything, this person at times, like, likes to just live in, like, complacency world. Like, but with the mantra that doesn't make sense. How do we say this? Like, a little bit of, like, I'm sorry, but blue pill. It's a little bit blue pill here. Yeah, Prince of Cups, like, what is it? Like, what's the saying? Like, ignorance is bliss. Yeah, I feel like a little bit like that. Where I think another person here is just like repulsed by that. Like, oh God, like, no. Oh my God, no. Like, we need to turn the gosh darn lights on in this room. It's like, what are you doing with the lights off? It's like, you know, something. I think that they run away. Yeah, they don't want to remove the blindfold. I see that, but they feel. The thing is that, you know, certain senses may be very heightened, so they feel it, but then they don't want to talk about it. Maybe they don't want to address it. And maybe that there is a certain mantra here. Very timid. Okay, Psychologically, I see that, but also verbally, in terms of communication. Prince of Cups, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Now, let's get here. Let's go into our chart. Let's go down the right side of the body. I want to get a long-term spread. For some of you, they gaslight their triangulator. I'm hearing that as well. They will try to like make you feel like they're not there, and then like they want to come through quietly later. I hear that. When no one is watching, It's like when you kind of forgot about the discussion. It's like then they want. It's like this is a kind of a turn off. I'm hearing that. Sorry, but for some. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah, they'll never end the convo though. I see that because they don't want to ever feel like maybe they did do something like wrong, and then you kind of like are leaving them behind and like feeling like, you know, it's like not true. King of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Pentacles upright. Like, how do we say that? They don't want to ever be like, oh no, this is, yeah, you're wrong. They'll just leave the discussion. This is what I'm seeing. Like they want to kind of do it on their kind of time. I'm hearing it like this. But then you're saying, let's do the shadow work, bro. Let's show up and just do the shadow work. It's very simple. It's like, they don't want you to like bring their caterpillar into the room and tell him when to go into the cocoon. It's like he wants to bring his own caterpillar. I'm here also to class on the day of show and tell. And like, he wants to like be the commander. It's like, sorry, Moon in Sagittarius. Coming through. What are the significant turning points with this particular karma? Mars and Aquarius. I feel like someone's like, all right. It's like Mercury and Gemini. But like, it's weird because like, I feel they do want to like somehow honor and like respect, like they want to feel open-minded, but then in this particular Mr. PRPL. I thought this was Mr. Phil. Mr. Phil. Dr. Phil reminds me of the Leo reading that we did yesterday. Was it yesterday? The last one. PRPLHAZE. It's like he wants to be called like Mr. It's like he wants to feel he's like a professor kind of vibe. This is what I'm hearing. Some of you, they're something about Christ. I don't know. Let's continue. Now, they don't want to. It's like, okay, they feel like if they told you to fuck off, like Love and Light, there's no sound. There's no sound? Okay. If they told you to fuck off, then they would feel like not good about that because they want to seem open-minded. But if in a way they're telling you to fuck off by running away. Do you see what I'm saying? Mars in Aquarius, Mercury in Gemini. It's like, okay, bring your toys onto the stage, like slowly but surely. It's like you want to be the one. I'm hearing that. All right. Let's get a little bit on this. It's like, I can't hear you. It's like they're plugging their ears. It's like they're pretending like it's not like love. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe you guys get into debates like about love. I don't know. Take it as you will. Like they don't want you to like see them naked. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I don't want you to see me naked. It's like they don't want to feel like maybe this is a person who doesn't want to feel like you're seducing them, like that they don't want you to seduce them, or they don't want to feel like you're seducing them, or that you're making them like take their clothes off. I don't know. Let's continue. Calling. They're very much in their mind. Yeah. So there's a control thing going on. Calling in your soulmate. Like this person wants to feel that they are the one summoning you. For smaller review, they all like kind of like even like put something down. They want to feel like they're stepping on your talk so that they can feel a little bit higher up and then they can like talk then. It's like something like that. They have something going on with their solar plexus. They want to for some of you, they're very shy as well. They want to understand like what really you like. Like this is about their confidence. They don't feel they can really actually serenade you. Like they don't want you to serenade them because they are not sure if they can serenade you. This is a person who will get weird around like very otherwise simple romantic moments. They feel like they won't be able to like sustain your interest. I'm hearing that as well, but like they don't admit that, guys. That's the fucking issue with this situation here, is because they won't actually like acknowledge like, yeah, so I got like these insecurities, you know. It's like, but I mean, who does? Okay, fine, but you know, but still, it's like they act the opposite. That's the issue. But then they come back. It's like they never fully like, how do we say, they won't like end it and be like, you know, I'm not ready for this, like I'm not confident, like I'm gonna move on. It's like they just move on. They'll push you away, but then they'll keep you in that conversation because it's in the manner in which they want to show up. So their actions, don't take their actions for what is actually going on. Let's clear and throw chakra. Don't take the actions as well. Yeah, for some of you, they have religious factors here going on, is what they got going on. And they have a lot that they're not, okay, I see now. Very good to see this very clearly here. Like, yeah, they have something else going on that is not really the ultimate discussion. So let me say it like this. You guys are having a conversation, you and this person. This person is triangulating the discussion that you're having with another discussion. That discussion can be a mantra that they know, should they have this discussion with you openly and outright, I'm seeing an envelope here, like a letter. It will turn that other talk inside out. They do not want to turn that other talk inside out. So what are they doing? They're running away from the talk with you. So don't take it at face value. The conversation they're running away from with you is not the conversation that they're actually having trouble with. They actually see, and this makes a lot of sense now, because hence why they understand, they're open-minded still. They know that your talk is real. I'm hearing that as well. They know there's potential here, but there's just another there's another point of the discussion that they are really, that's what they're running away from. So the bravery is kind of like, I'm hearing sevenfold. I hear seven, the number seven. There are different layers. And so it's not just like kind of, yeah, it's also though the overarching bravery to just really just kind of say that I'm ready to be conscientious about my love story here with you. I'm hearing that release your ex engagement. Oh, there's something from the past. They made a promise maybe here. It can be. They made a promise. Can we get a little bit more on that? They may be, yeah, something that they're not ready to let go of. Can we get a little bit on that? It may be something very, we all know is they're acting super strange around you. Like they don't even want to go near like a certain conversation of the moon. This is something going on. But the issue is that remember when we drew out, it was I think it was an Astro Chat. It was like someone was giving their karma to you from another person, but like unknowingly kind of vibe. Like they got like kind of hijacked in a way. Like there's another person's karma that's moving through this person. That's what I'm getting. This person is not ready to really see you because they're not available. There's someone hanging onto their aura. And it is possibly even a parent. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. It can be family, siblings even there with the Three of Pentacles. Some kind of promise, children even possibly. But I'm seeing parent, sisters, family, mother, very strong mother. They feel guilty for something here. They're not available because their energy is going towards feeling guilty and maybe shameful towards another discussion. But it's not that that defies their discussion with you. It's just the timing. I hear that as well. The Knight in reverse. They feel embarrassed that they cannot be here in a more open way with you. The Universe upright, King of Pentacles in reverse. They don't know how to handle, okay, I'm hearing the romance, okay, because they feel that this in some way resists this other discussion. But the question is, this person needs, I'm so sorry. Again, the Three of Cups. They need to get fucking verbal here because they're putting a lot on their shoulders and not talking about it. It's like you need to say it clearly. Like they don't want to, it's like they don't want to tell anyone. It's like they almost like want to keep everyone happy kind of vibe. Like they don't want to tell anybody, okay, the truth. And so what ends up happening is that they are not living their own life. So that will build as resentment. That's not going to be a good kind of, yeah, I'm hearing packing up and leaving kind of story. This is going to be something that, yeah, if you're ever leaving your life, okay, to live for another, I mean, you're going to come back to yours anyways at a certain point in time. And you're going to realize, well, wait, hey, why didn't I just get really honest back there with that person? Why didn't I just get really, really, really honest back there with that person and tell them how I felt it, that was not going to really play out in the long run for me in the right way. Let's go into our chakra. For some of you, let's go into sacral. Yeah, there's something going on. They're not available. So they have a blockage, to their creative energies. Someone here has sort of taken over them. I see that with the Moon upright, Three of Pentacles in reverse, with release your ex and engagement. Then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse on the Universe upright. Can we get just a little bit further here on engagement? Empress. Yeah, it is a mother, or it maybe even is a child. I'm hearing this. Maybe they like vowed, okay, that they, yeah, but I just don't see, there are people who are like, no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to try to be brave. This is about your solar plexus energy. This is about your sacral, and that is what is deflated here for this person right now in this storyline. Okay, and maybe it's even like, I don't even know, maybe it's a prejudice energy like in the back of their mind. It's like they feel like their mother would approve of this or not approve of that, or like their mother would like agree on this, or their mother is waiting on something. It's like, this is, yeah, Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. There's even something financial. I mean, this is not appropriate, because I think in the broader scheme, but in this, this is where they grew up. This is for some of you. There's a conventionalism that is ruling and governing their spirit. So it is kind of sad with the Two of Swords on the Empress. Very controlling energy. I'm seeing that as well. Okay, it may be that they learn this behavior from this individual, gaslighting, the narcissistic energies, Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, running away from really important decisions, not giving reasons, viable reasons for things. There's no real forethought. I'm hearing there's no real explanation. How do we say? Like, I don't want to say tact, but tact. There's no courtesy, like for this person's even, the Tower. Well, yeah, and so in a way, it's like they're not respected by this person. That maybe they feel that way. Two of Cups in reverse. This someone here is triangulating them, making them feel weird, comparing them maybe to others. This is not a healthy energy, right? So with the King of Pentacles in reverse, they're already feeling under pressure, and there's this huge sort of conversation here that's building out with the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles. Very, very troubling, very, very depressing, even with the Moon and the Empress, feeling like almost like you're in a cage. So, and entrapped by somebody else's, moves, the Three of Swords. This person is making them feel really guilty, maybe really bad, really lonely even. I don't know what that's alluding to. Maybe threatening that, this or that. Nine of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords right. Should you not be exactly in this? Yeah. So this is something that is unnatural ultimately. Like, I feel like someone here is maybe trying to control them, pin them down, and sort of give them a purpose to their life, like almost as if they're sort of like a number. And so right off the bat, this person is not available. They're not feeling free. So that's going to impact the way that they engage with anyone else in their story, right? Eight of Wands in reverse, Four of Cups up, right? They have some sort of really heavy blindfold, like I feel on their third eye. It's like, but they know that, but then it's like they know. And even in the Crown, they know that they're giving their power away. I'm hearing that as well. They know that they're giving this person in this story too much meaning, too much value, but they're not being assertive. They're not acting out. They're not acting up. They're not speaking out, speaking up for themselves. Okay, so what's happening is they're just feeling disempowered. And that's what happens when you know something, but you don't act on it. Seven of Pentacles upright, the Sun upright. And this is something possibly that involves their reputation, their community, their family. Let's go into our chart. Yeah, there's somebody is triangulating them with the Empress. It's like, oh, I'm not going to pay for this then. I'm not going to pay for that. And it's really kind of, they feel very much like a pawn. I see that. Queen of Torches on the Queen of Pentacles. I think that it's not a matter of what they feel in the situation. It's more a matter of the timing. I see them putting this connection off, possibly with you, like putting it off, like to the side. Not necessarily saying it's a good thing, not necessarily saying it's a bad thing, just putting it off, because there's something else that is really kind of, I'm hearing crawling all over their back, even at a certain point. Maybe they're feeling guilty about something. It's like they can't shake the energy here with the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. It's something that they feel maybe a little bit paranoid about. And it does remind me of that one reading for, was it Cancer or Leo? Someone was running after someone with children, and they were like freaking out. They were at the casino, something like that. Now, yeah, let's get further here. But the thing is, like, when you're running after someone else's ultimately control over your life, then you end up feeling very haphazard in yours, actually. And because you realize there's something within you that realizes, like in the crown chakra, you can feel something is out of place, something is out of order. So this person doesn't feel confident because of that, because they don't feel they're making their decisions for themselves truly. Wedding in reverse. They're going to have to cut something else off. I see that before they can really be available. We have flirt in the theme. I think they're going to still try to have this conversation going with you. Like, even if they don't, Even if you end up feeling like, kind of weird, like, why is the dynamic off? Like, they're not acting like they usually do, or they're just not acting responsible. I'm hearing respectful. For some of you, maybe the beginning of the connection was very different, and then when it got serious, it started to really sort of communicate on behalf of this other discussion that was coming up. So for some of you, they started to get maybe a little bit weird and defensive and step back right when you got very serious in a certain discussion here. We have here Moon in Sag calling in your soulmate. That might be a very particular season when we have a new moon or a full moon in Sagittarius. Mars in Aquarius, honeymoon in reverse. Could also be a very specific, these are when the energies will turn around. Mercury in Gemini, when the bulk of the ascension will take place. I see that. Mercury in Gemini, a past life relationship. I see them really missing you here. I see them really missing you, especially during Mercury and Gemini. But overall, I don't think this person has let you go. I don't think they will really ever let you go. I feel like they do know that you are someone that they want to know. I will say it like that. You're a positive guiding light for this individual. Saturn in Sagittarius. I see them frequently getting to this point where they feel really like they're thinking a lot about you. It is safe for you to love. Yeah, I feel this is going to be a very significant moment when we have Saturn in Sag. Can we take a look here? This person may sometimes like go silent, like they may tell you like, I don't want to talk, like let's just keep it silent. You know what I realized? I think we read the dates off wrong for the Saturn and Virgo. Oh my, that's 2036. Feel free to go give them the news. Oh my, was it stack 2? Yeah, I think it was stack 2. So that's October 16th, 2036. Let's get here though, Sagittarius. So 2014 to 15, and then we had it again 2015 to 2017, most likely due to a retro. And then we had, we're going to have it from 2044 to 2044. It may be that if you already met them during this particular cycle, there was something, I mean, even just meeting them, that was the moment, very make or break. Maybe you were the first person who made them feel like it's actually safe to explore the higher echelons of their consciousness, and to sort of embark on this moment where they're questioning their system of so-called belief, religious factors of right, but also second guessing the religious, I'm hearing religious factors, the mantra space of another. So it's almost like you, by way of coming into contact with this person, you sort of it was a ripple effect, and you started to question again, like not just them but also the people around them. And so there's a whole kind of karmic energy here. Jupiter and Pisces. I really feel that you have not left this person. I feel like you're still around them. Let's get further. You're still a guiding force. I feel like spirit still has you around them in their aura, in their spirit. Because I don't think that the point is for this to be a hardcore cut of the connection. So take it as you will. And I do think that they are fixated on you. They're following you. I'm hearing that. They're focused on you. It's like someone knows, like, you know, when someone is good for you. So I don't think that they're like so deluded that they have like told themselves that you're a bad person or they cut you off. I feel that this is more the way they're handling the situation, if that makes sense. Okay, Jupiter and Pisces. Jupiter, let's go backtrack clear. Yeah, oh, this is Jupiter and Pisces. Yeah, so for some of you, like, there's something that they are going to regress to. I hear that. And this is something very dramatic. Most likely right now, there's a big moment of like, kind of like running away, okay, where they feel a lot of pressure here. They're going to have to make a decision. They're going to absolutely have to make a decision. And it's going to have to be one that is a decision. And this is the thing that is very hard for this person, is that very thing of making decisions. Because I feel they've got a lot of mutable energy and they have that trouble being decided. We have Sun in Gemini. Gemini season is going to be huge. I feel that this is going to be a moment where everything hits the proverbial fan, and especially the shit. Okay, this is going to really be important. This season of Gemini is going to be imperative to the connection itself. So what happens and what goes down in May and June is going to honestly most likely make or break the way that they are communicating about this connection. For some of you, this is going to be a moment that they won't be able to forget. This is going to be a moment where they're going to have an epiphany. This is going to be a moment where they have an absolute moment of ascension, activating and realizing that there's more to life than what it is that others tell you that you live for. For some of you, they're going to realize that this is the story, the one that they are going to be writing out. So they want to be independent. I also see that, and they will realize that during this period of the sun in Gemini. Can we get it during the season, this month? I'm hearing specifically. For some of you, I'm feeling something on the right hand. They may have maybe injured the right hand. Let's clear it down the right side of the body. Hopefully not, but let's continue. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think this person has to get to that point where they feel good enough to resurge on their own and not feel entrapped by this sort of this world, okay, that again has been outlined for them. It's almost like maybe even a prearranged marriage sort of energy, or maybe again very religious. I think that you caused them to start questioning their life. And just in general, like the predicament that they were born into. We have and the way that their life is to be let out. I'm hearing culturally. So, but even, like maybe there's a timeline. I don't know what that's going to do, but like people say, oh, by this time you have to do that. By that date, you have to do that. Okay. Finances and career in reverse. Saturn and Scorpio. I do feel that you will know this person. I feel this is going to be a lifetime partner, like somebody who you have a very strong soulmate connection with for lifetimes. Okay. And I want to get a little bit on that. If that is your story, if that is your moment, we'll say, can we have a number of significance here? I feel they're gentle soul. Like they want to come to you in a gentle way. We have here the number 3, 10. Like, I don't think they want to say you're wrong or right. I hear that yet again. I think it's just yet again avoiding. We have number 10. I feel like they do wonder about you. They worry about you. They do think about you. I feel like they do watch you. Can we get more on your energy here? 3, 1. And 8, yeah, I was thinking 8 definitely coming out for you and your energy. I think like they do respect you and they see you as someone who has maybe your life together. Like I feel like at times maybe they even feel a little bit jealous. Like you're someone here who is maybe very much in your Pluto energy, especially. You're very much in your solar plexus energies. And they're kind of like, why can't I kind of like be like that? They're wondering, they almost question like, why do I have this so-called fate? For some of you, they are very much maybe even at times embarrassed because they really respect you and they see that you're actually very much, maybe for some of you, like religious, but not. Maybe you are someone here who's spiritual and they're thinking like, I think you're shaking their paradigm. Let's get a little further. You're shifting the paradigm. Princess of Torches in reverse. Mercury, Gemini, past relation. This is going to be really, really, really profound. There's a conversation here. These are all of the, chapter. These are all of the current transits almost, right? Or at least very recent ones. 3 out of these are very recent / current. So, or upcoming. So, and we do have a full moon in Sagittarius coming as well, preceding that. Yeah. So this is going to be it feels like you're right in the heat of this moment. If you chose, this is a big storyline just that's playing out right now. Whereas maybe the last few stacks were more like, oh, it hasn't happened yet. Like, or it has, been for a while, and you kind of have had that moment sort of to understand as the light worker, as the oracle medium who has stepped out of that conversation to really grapple with like what your role is in that space of separation, in the space of so-called separation. Princess of Torches in reverse. This is something that came up. It was maybe a little bit turbulent, not a huge surprise. You have Mercury and Gemini in retrograde. This is something definitely past life related. Can we get a little bit further on that? Here. I feel they did not want to admit to you something here with the Fool in reverse. They did not want to acknowledge something here with you. The 10 of Pentacles are bright. They tried to exit out of their mind, erase it, pretend like it's not there. This was very troubling. I feel like yet again, this comes down to the point of saying you're not getting real with your Pluto energy. And most likely you realize in this person that was something that they really needed to activate further. I'm hearing Justin. That just came out so clear right there. Queen of Cups mirroring the Hermit. Can we get a little bit more here on this energy here? We have the number, it looks like a 6 or a 9, and the number 8. Can we get a little bit further here? We have a 6 and a 9. Someone here needed to admit something. They needed to admit something. Can we get a little bit further here? 4 and 8. Okay. 3 and 5. Okay, very strong focus on number 8. Just a little bit further here. Okay, let's get a little bit further here. 8 and 10. Okay, for some of you, yeah, something about 9, the number 9. They had trouble coming down to a certain conversation point with you. I want to get a little bit more on that here. What is that? What is that about here? I think it's something that they knew like was important. They knew that was obvious even, or they knew that you knew, but they just didn't say it. Mars and Virgo. Yeah, they were very afraid that there would be criticism. Okay, this reminds me of, which reading was it? Was it the first stack? We had this card, this exact card come out where someone was, they didn't want to be, they want to kind of put on you. They didn't want to say it's their fault. Venus and Aquarius. Yeah, I think they want to act more kind of like aloof. We have the sun in Libra. I do think they're, yeah, they're embarrassed. I think right when they feel in those moments that you're pointing something out and something is becoming maybe even closer to being revealed or purged, it gets really weird for them. Can we get here a little, yeah, something about... Okay, you know what I want to do? Yeah, something maybe like you were going to call something out, and then it could even be something about their family, their children. I'm hearing that. Let's go down the left side body. They got very nervous. Wedding rings in reverse. I feel this is something maybe you even like found out about or you called out and like it was very controversial. We have addiction, self-indulgence. They may have been resisting. Maybe you were wanting to get like more. They were avoiding something. Maybe even absolutely pretending like something is not there. Twin flames. Oh, in the theme. Engagement ring and lightning. They didn't want to confess to something. They may have... is that they like the issue is they keep you like wondering kind of, you know. Yeah, this is they're not comfortable like how do we say, okay, this is the weird thing, like if they feel that them saying X is going to make you say Y, even if X is what they want to say or X is real, they won't say X until they feel ready to deal with you saying Y. Very avoidant, worried, freaked out, nervous, uncomfortable. Okay, what's going on here? Empress and the Ace of Swords, or something that maybe they would have to admit. Death card. This person, ultimately, the one thing it comes down to is transformation and their fear of it. This is draining. Yeah, this is kind of like, because it's very fake, you know? It's kind of like, we're on the stage and we're in a play right now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? The Four of Swords. It's like this person is very much acting like fake. I'm hearing that. The Morning. I'm hearing I'm not free. Like, I think you're going to just be like, this is kind of embarrassing and very childish. For some of you, they need to tell someone that they're no longer available, but they're not willing to do that. The Hierophant reverse, the Star upright, and the Six of Pentacles. It could be that they have a family. It could be that they have someone here. It could be that they're not willing to like kind of make a decision kind of vibe. Seriously? Seriously? Let's get a little bit further on that. For small number of you, they're withholding affection. They're withholding affection, attraction, reconciliation worth waiting for. That doesn't make sense. Something is not convincing here. Something is not convincing here. Okay, I'm going to get more on the hidden circle. I wonder if you're, let's go to the right side of the body. I wonder if you're happy without me in reverse and you don't know how hard it was to let you go. In reverse. This person is seriously all confusing. I would step away from this person, guys, because like for right now, because they don't know how to respect the conversation. I think they are very mixed signals. And honestly, it's like kind of like dehumanizing to you. Let's clear it in the throat chakra. And in the meantime, then they'll make you look like you're the one who's like kind of wrong and weird. It's like they're afraid to introduce you even to someone else. It's like stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility on past life relationship. It may be that they're trying to tell you it's like what you guys shared was nothing or something. They resist telling you that you were something with them. This is for some of you. Cassette. Soulmates. Ascending in reverse. They're not willing to let you go, and they're also not willing to also communicate about the important things. For some of you, they're not willing to also, though, like, not let you go. What? I feel like they leave you with like a poem that's like obviously confusing, and then they just want you to like kind of work with that for now kind of vibe. I don't know. We're gonna get some letter charms on this one, guys. Yeah. It's honestly kind of embarrassing. Like I feel like you feel maybe even a little bit stood up, like in the energy space. Like we have a G, we have an I, we have an I. IG. We have an N, we have an O, we have an F. I think this person just left you standing somewhere. It reminds me of that reading, the Libra reading. This person left you standing on the saddest corner and I'm ready to pick you up. We have NGO. There's something they would need to tell like everyone. Like they, listen, okay. Listen, don't think this person's stupid. There's a lot more they realize about the story. Yeah, it's not right. Exactly. Cool. This person knows that should they come through, and it's obvious for them to come through, and they may be downplaying the relationship, the connection, so that it continues on, in some way, because they know that, like regardless, because if they know that if they hike it up, and they actually acknowledge what is truly here, they would have to change a lot of other things. So yeah, this is not fair to you. And for some of you, they know that should they acknowledge this, they're going to have to expose it to everyone. So it's kind of like they want the cake and eat it too kind of vibe, like kind of vibe here. They want to keep going and like, like just keep the status quo, like, and just kind of keep it as like a status neutral. Okay. And so this is like you sitting here wondering, because you feel, that there is the need to really be honest, but then you also know there's a connection. Okay, throat chakra. But then it's like obviously not happening. So then you're caught in like, am I going crazy? It's like, no. This person is really having a troubling moment. I'm hearing meltdown as well. They don't know how to like hold on to you, but like not, but then tell you like, I don't know. The truth. We have IN, in, go, if. They're all over. So this person is maybe, if they step back, it's like they're trying maybe not to put their issues on you. Maybe they don't want to make you go crazy. Maybe they feel like you're going to think that they're crazy. Well, maybe it's going to start getting obvious. We have VT, Vermont. We have U. We have D, U, O, and we have an R. We have rot. This person, yeah, they're going to hold off until they can really kind of come into the story. Like, like without worries. It's like, but then is that realistic? Like they're thinking they're going to eliminate this other conversation before they can come back into your story. It's like, what? So yeah, I mean, that most likely took place or will take place Mercury and Gemini. This retrograde is going to be very intense. So in the ruling sign of, yeah, Gemini as well at that. But yeah, major turning point. And Spirit wants you to know, like, your interaction with this person was very meaningful when you guys met. This is important, and it's not random. Now, children, yeah. And so that's the facet of this, is that you are a beacon of light for this person in terms of pioneering the stages of growth that they are to move through. And I do feel that you have a lot going here. It's not random and it's not to be released. Ultimately, that's the point. Like, you're sort of like that thread that pulls them through. With the children, that doesn't mean that you are keep texting them, keep messaging them, that you're still there. Physically, it means that you are understanding and you are empathic. I'm hearing that as well. But obviously having, you know, like understanding of how far you're willing to open your conversation, your doors. I'm hearing that, your story. If they do come back, have a sort of, you know, scale here, because it's kind of like, no matter what, know that you are always the example. So if you know that they're sort of not being honest, like, it's a matter of what do you need to keep that person threading through the story in an honest way. Does that make sense? Now, yeah, it can be, yeah. Children, kisses, yeah. So they have to really, this is another person I feel that they have to deal with. They're maybe feeling very childish. Like, I see someone has a conversation with you, and then they have a conversation with another person, and their tail goes in between their legs, okay, and they turn into this little, like, mouse, okay? They do not feel confident, and I feel like it is dramatic. Like, the way that they feel with you, interact with you, very much different from how they interact with another person. They have two sides of their life right now, in a way, in a sense. So it's important for you to realize, I suppose, that this is not a matter of love. It's not a matter of the feelings, the emotions. It's not a matter of the situation. It's a matter of the way that they're able to connect to other aspects of their life so that they can show up for you. Because when we meet people, we don't just meet that person. We meet their life, what goes on in it, and everything about their life, how they address everybody in their life, how they really deal with their karma overall, and their shadow work ultimately. So this person is not yet doing that, maybe fully and openly, and so they need to do so. And so just kind of keep that in mind. They're feeling very guilty here about something about children or something about a family member. And for some of you, and it is really reminding me again of that Cancer Leo reading where somebody was like trying to chase after somebody with children. I don't know. And they were like trying to like make money in like the casino. Let's clear it. Kisses, children. I feel like someone hits their head on a cabinet. Hoping not, but this is maybe a metaphor. They're going to realize they also cannot satisfy this person, like no matter what. And maybe they're dealing with someone, you know. Anyways, kisses, children. For some of you, they're really trying to like improve, you know, like improve one situation, but then that's not even where they're going in the long term. Does that make sense? Like, they got it kind of out of balance. They have it like the marbles are out of order. It's like where they really realize that you are maybe it, or that you are really like their story. They keep investing in this other conversation. Does that make sense? Like, it's a little bit of a weird investment. So I think they will have a moment here though. Jupiter and Pisces. I wonder if we will have a retrograde. Wow, this is very bright. I think they'll have a moment. Yeah. Like, they need it on their own time. I'm hearing that. Maybe, as they say it, even at a certain point, they want to be gradual with this. Like, okay, maybe we won't turn that whole light back on. Maybe we'll be gradual with a little light. Like, won't, you know, so, but it's just, I don't know. I mean, you may be at this point where you're just like, I'm hearing the song, it wasn't man enough for me. Like, you maybe kind of, I don't know, but yeah. I don't want to say you're kind of, yeah, okay. We're going to just say, okay. I mean, because like, who wouldn't, yeah, whatever. We don't want to judge. So let's continue. Let's clear it. We've tried to be understanding. And I see you moving on with your life in other ways. It's like, let me just kind of keep on with my work. Let me keep doing me. Like, yeah, it reminds me of the first stack a bit as well. Like keeping your focus on your career, you know, your glow up energies, axe, coffin, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment, coffin, endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. I feel like for some of you, they may either they're treating you the way someone else is treating them, and so thus they just don't have time. This is just a reflective, reactive energy where they don't have the mental space to be able to process how they're treating people differently in their life. And that is telling me that this is very toxic. Whatever this is that's going on, okay, can be very consuming to the point where they're no longer a sovereign being. If you feel this person's acting narcissistic with you, there's someone who's acting narcissistic with them, and they are rebounding that energy onto you, but it's not purposely. Spirit really wants to reiterate that it's not personal to you. It's just a reaction, and it is reflecting another conversation that's going on. So for some of you, the conversation that's going on with the other person is so strong, and it's so, again, I'm hearing toxic, that it's consuming them, and it's gripped them with fear. So this is not your problem, though. Let's clear it on the back. But it is important to know that, again, you meet people. It's not a matter of them treating you a certain way. This is how they treat others. Someone will treat you, the way that they treat themselves as well. And so the way that they'll treat you is not random. That behavior is not coming from nowhere. And we're talking light worker querent. If someone starts treating you like, totally rudely and just kind of like abandoning the project, I'm even hearing that, abandoning you. This is not your story, right? It's not like, you're sitting there wondering, did I give them like a reason to act like that? Did I give them something that would have caught? No, this is someone here who's rebounding, okay, in a proverbial sense, with someone else's trauma with their discussion with you. So they're not handling the discussion outright with that other person up front. So in a way, they're kind of like reacting in that way with you. So maybe, for example, they're dealing with someone narcissistic. They want to actually sort of like rebound on that. They feel like that person is sort of shutting them out. They're going to start giving you that energy space. So it's kind of a good thing if you guys are in separation, we say like that, because most likely you felt that it was actually alleviating, like you're no longer maybe feeling to the level and degree that you have to deal with this weird behavior for some of you. The strange energies. Thank you so much, Neil, for your dear comments here, you guys, for your support in the chat. Love and light. Coffin and the Phoenix and the Axe. This has to change. And because you don't deserve that. I'm hearing that as well. You're not here. And Spirit, definitely. This is, your time is up to be dealing with that. Maybe you dealt with it for a period of time, but not in the long run. We have Phoenix, Coffin, Axe. And so they need to realize as well, maybe they probably did actually, that that's not deserving for you to be treated that way and to be, And so let's clear it. Now, so they need to make a decision so that then they have direction, and then they're able to engage with you in a deep and meaningful way. I'm seeing the letter M here. We have passion. There's a lot of love. Don't think that it's not a matter of that. It's just what they allow to come into their conversation with other people. It's like, do I let my story with my mom, my brother, my sister, okay, my aunt, my uncle, my man down the street affect the way that I treat the love of possibly my life? That's the point. And so it is about respect for the self and knowing that you may have, you have your own spirit and soul, and no one can tell you whether or not you are in the right place and time in your life and in the right way. So maybe someone here was trying to tell them, or is trying to tell them, it's a really toxic self-talk space, even maybe, or in the back of their mind. It's kind of like the white noise, okay, telling them, even I'm hearing a little bird on their shoulder, like that they are doing something wrong. So this is a matter of them overcoming that. They have to overcome that. Otherwise, they're going to just this is going to go to shit. I'm hearing it like this. It's going to be sabotage. So, and so maybe they did not want it to completely ruin the connection. This is especially a clue if this person stepped away but didn't like entirely sort of release the conversation. This is a clue as to the fact that they are wanting to sort of come back to you in a healthy way. So in a healthy state of mind in which they're more confident. And I feel they will do the work. Let's get a little bit further on that with the Jupiter and Pisces. I wonder if we will have a retrograde of Jupiter to the point where it will go back into Pisces. details there. Okay, so yeah, we will. Yeah, so December 28th, 2021 to May 10th, 2022. That was that cycle we just moved through Jupiter and Pisces. It will resurge. It will come back October 28th to December 20th, 2022. So 2022, this is going to be a moment where there's massive catharsis taking place. Someone is going to have to make a decision. I hear it again like this, and it's really not going to be something that I'm hearing live in, I'm hearing nanny, I'm hearing that. It's really gonna have to be kind of like left or right, black or white, red or white. I'm hearing red or white, okay? Up and down. Take it as you will. It's gonna, finances and career affected. Sun in Gemini, again, though, will also be a major question. Finances and career in reverse. There's something that will need to be recalled, remembered. Let's get one more card on that really quickly. You may have to like connect on something or communicate about something with the Sun in Gemini. Some major turn. Yeah, Four of Swords. But that's popping out on the Saturn and Sag with It Is Safe for Your Love. There's something that you weren't ready for. You'll have to reconsider Hierophant. I think you guys will talk again. I feel like you guys will communicate. There's something that it's like, I don't think, again, this is someone you're going to just stop interacting with. I feel like you guys are not going to stop interacting. You're going to be engaging, but it's just very specific topics. And maybe that's the uncomfortable thing, is like you feel that it's distant, but then you still feel that there's something like, it's like, you know, that this is not over kind of vibe. I'm hearing that. Like, why are you acting kind of weird? You know, I'm hearing that. Saturn and Scorpio. Like, why are you acting like it's over when it's not? Or why are you just giving me sort of like this strange attention that treats me maybe even like a sister or a friend or a brother? But then, you know, it's like, if that were the case, really, you would have let this go a long time ago. So take it as you will. Let's get into a card on that. Saturn and Scorpio, Page of Funks. I think that you're ready for this. Here to saying that you are very much a guide to this person. That's the reiteration. I think that they're scared of losing you more than you know. Okay, so just so you know that, yeah. But their actions, again, they don't reflect what they really want to say and what they feel. Couldn't be further from the truth. So keep your head up. I'm hearing that as well. Saturn and Scorpio. Maybe they want to eventually talk to you about this, like their past. They want to divulge something. They want to talk more about, you know, especially if there is a space of trauma here. I feel like they want to get that off their chest with you. They may end up coming through and saying, hey, like, you don't know the half of it kind of vibe. You don't know what's going on. We have 2015, and then we have also 2012, 2014, 2041 to 2042. So let's move on to the next stock. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we're going to jump into is it the 5th? You and I were too young. It's clear. I'm hearing, I think they will call you back, specifically something about a phone call as well. I hear it like this. Again, for that big conversation, I hear that as well. Like, or some kind of conversation where they will express more and expose more and reveal more. You and I were too young. What's going on? Something is unbelievable. Someone is just like, wait, what? I see honey here. Something about honey in a pot. I see someone is like surprised, like they're shocked. They can't believe like that someone is behaving in a certain way even. Okay, let's get further. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Something happened too soon. The timing is like off or shocking. Something about the timing is strange. Let's get a little bit further. I feel like you're wondering like what happened to this person. Like I see you racking your brain, like, why would that have happened, like, at that time? It is safe for you to love for yourself. Keep an open mind. True love and children. Kind of weird. Not gonna lie. I feel like someone just got up in the middle of, like, a date and, like, didn't come back to the dinner table kind of energy. Worth waiting for. Express your love. I feel someone's behavior here really, it's like you didn't have answers for it. Like, you couldn't explain it. Like, if someone, even asked you for details, you'd just be like, what? It's like those moments where something was even shocking or freaky and you just couldn't, it's like you don't remember it. It's like you can't recall. Let's get a little bit more on this. Maybe it's like 1 minute he was all like true love and express your love, and then all of a sudden it's like free yourself, huh? It's like something shocking. I'm hearing that yet again. I see a computer screen here or something about a book. Soulmate. Some of you, maybe someone said something, or I feel like they did a reversal, and it really got you thinking. Like, it made you scared. Like, you started to feel weird. Love calls, soulmates. Maybe someone stopped answering the phone. Maybe there was some kind of, I'm hearing sharp moment. I hear that sharp tongue moment. Girl with a snake, empath, the narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Something, seduction as well, attraction, flirting. Something was assumed. Something was said, I'm hearing, and then it was maybe retracted or pulled back, or something was a little bit unrealistic. I see that as well. We have the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Someone maybe even called something out, and then this person reacted to it, and they got very, very, very triggered, and then they stepped away, and they were like, but this is a good sign, because it's sometimes better, right, when someone reacts so with so much aversion to something. I'm seeing a bumblebee here, something about honey. Then you really see, it's like you see their triggers. I'm hearing that as well. You see what they're willing to react to and in what way. And it can actually be a blessing in disguise. So for some of you, maybe you kind of held the mirror up to somebody here and they ended up kind of just seeing something and freaking out and running back. I hear it like this, or So the point is that someone's behavior changed like suddenly and dramatically. Let's continue. Yeah, but it's like you showed them maybe a side of them, or you said something about them and they got very weird about that. Okay, the runner, the sword and rose, and ascending. I feel like this person was just uncomfortable about something. And I feel like maybe even they were maybe at first very romantic and like kind of like sitting in their feels with you, and then it may be very warm. I see a warm energy. Stabbed in the back on the runner. It's like someone couldn't believe something. It's like, I can't believe it. Like, they were shocked that someone said something. Maybe they felt like someone even accused them of something. But then the question is, why would someone run away? Not today. Now they're avoiding. It's like they don't want to talk. They don't want to call. They don't want to, For small the review, they felt maybe a little bit like there was like that maybe someone mishandled the situation or betrayed. I'm hearing that soul separation. Yeah. For some of you, they may be a little bit vindictive, like, oh, you're going to do that? Okay, then I'll do that. Something about, yes, the Virgo reading, the jar of tears. Where it's like, okay, she wants me to cry for her. Okay, I'll cry. It's like, you guys remember that? Which reading was that? It was either the Virgo May or it might have been the Pisces May. Yeah, I feel like this person, like, they can go from like very sweet to like radioactive kind of even in like a matter of like minutes. Yeah, in a matter of like fucking minutes. And just like end the phone call, end everything. It's like in a matter of like minutes, y'all, over one little conversation. Point. I'm here in the end. It doesn't even matter. What's that song by Linkin Park? Yeah. Okay, in the sense, like, They didn't want to hear something about themselves even. I'm hearing that. Love, coffin. It's like, what's wrong? Like, this did not add up. I feel like the way that they handled the situation was without proportion. So why is that? Something was shocking. I feel like this is someone maybe who's like a little bit no, let's get a little bit on that, but I'm not ready to face certain things, that's for certain. It's almost like they love bomb you when you said, are you love bombing me? Then they're like, ugh. It's like they close the fucking curtain. It's like, don't come into Shrek's quarters ever again in the forest. It's like, what's kind of throat chakra? Unrequited. I mean, no, this is something kind of traumatic even. Yeah. What's going on here? No. I feel like somebody here was really traumatized by this behavior. It's like, I hope this person didn't get aggressive physically or kind of like made a demonstration. This is something that reminds me of a recent reading where someone threw a fork or something like this. It might have been the full moon in Scorpio reading. It's like they got like very, very assertive suddenly. I see like a gorilla, like fucking like a gorilla pounding his chest. It's like, but you saw the side of him, but not turned on you. Oh dear. It's like he started to get kind of like, I am hearing this. I don't know. I'm hearing bitchy. I don't know, guys. What does that mean? It's like you thought he was even joking at a certain point. It's like, no, this person got very strange. But again, like I said, it's good to know. Like, it was a minute after like something like really romantic here. It's like, or even it was about something, I don't know. I mean, so you can't you can't walk on eggshells with someone, right? I mean, no, I think you realize that. I see someone like backing up, like in a car, in some kind of race car. It's like, I can't walk on eggshells with someone. I see that worth waiting for. It's like, you start to realize, like, I can't be in a relationship where, I mean, if that's the reaction, like, for small number of you, someone got maybe very jealous. It's like, I can't be romantic with any, or maybe you called something out. It's like, were you romantic with someone else? Like, are you romantic with, and it's like, they got like weird, because you blew their cover in some kind of way. Maybe they were being romantic with a few people, or they felt like you were reading it as like, they're not just romantic with you. It's like, how dare you like question like my fidelity? But then why would they get so weird like that? Does this resonate? PRPLHAZE tarot says, scared me and it wasn't even towards me. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. Something like not proportional. Like, you were just like, it doesn't, no, I think that you were like, I don't understand even. Like, we were just, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I gotta go. Okay, bye. It's like he just got up like very fucking strange with you. This is for someone. I hope that's not the case. Like, I feel this weird trauma energy, reconciliation, the theme. It's like he kind of like left you like without even like remembering. Like, I don't even, yeah. It's like, I'm gonna make her miss me like the most that ever was. It's like, okay. Pay attention to red flags. This reminds me of someone spitting on someone's backpack. That was a Sagittarius reading. You guys remember that? Was it Venus and Pisces reading? Yeah. It's like something's unbelievable. I see someone turns into like a gorilla. A gorilla, okay? Like an ape, a wild animal on the date kind of vibe. Oh, God. I hope that's not the case. Like, love and light. For something about finances. For a small number of you, they got weird. Like, you told them how you guys were kissing, and then they got very sensitive. It's like, don't tell me like who I kissed and who I didn't kiss, or who I kissed better or who I didn't kiss. I don't even know what who I kissed for. But this person is like, I mean, so insecure to have to like hold the heart out of the heart of space, and like it's beating, and it's like, this is fucking ridiculous. I'm so sorry. Can we see where the hell this is going? Because, like, the train has all his stuff on it, I'm pretty sure. And it's going to be going back. Yeah. I'm here, letter B. Forgiving and learning, flirt. They may have a little bit of, like, they have nostalgia. Like, I'm here, like, don't bring up, like, my walk and talk. Maybe you said this is so awkward. I don't think you feel safe with this person anymore. It's like, I'm hearing my walk and talk. Like, it's weird you even gave him a compliment. I don't know what. Like, you gave him, like, a compliment, and this person, it's like, are you calling my fidgeting, like, procrastination? I'm hearing that's like, I don't know. It's like, too late. I gotta go by. It's like, they don't even let you in. This is so silly. Fuck off. I'm hearing, no, you can fuck off. I'm hearing that. Oh my God. Let's clear the chakra. This person is aggressive. They have an anger management issue. I'm seeing that with the knot today in the sword and rose. I see them, like, etching stuff into a stone. Okay. I hope, like, for some of you are not. I'm hearing in public with this person, physical with this person. I don't know. Like, at this moment, because I feel like it was a very weird moment. Like, maybe you walked in on someone, and even if they're not doing anything shady, it's like, why would they be upset that you are wanting to sort of have a moment of, this is silly. Let's backfire. They have a control issue. Let's go down the left side of the body, down in the left kidney. I see them laughing. Honeymoon. I see them, like, laughing to themselves, though. Like, ha, ah, 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 ah. It's like he thinks he's getting away with something. I don't know. It's like, but he's talking to himself. He's so angry. He's, like, talking to himself. He's so angry. He's like having, like, a whole, like, I'm hearing 5-foot-long Subway sandwiches to himself. I don't know. But he's like laughing. But he's going crazy. He's, like, kind of like like Dr. Evil. It's something, like, a little bit like we got a pinky ring on, and we are definitely emulating the vibe of Austin Powers. Just a little bit. It's clearing the root chakra. It's like he's going crazy. It's like, ha 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 ha. It's like, but no one's even there. It's like his own scene. I don't know, guys. But he's so angry. It's like it's not like bye, it's over, Felicia. It's like he's, like, going on a whole rampage. It's like, now the half of the movie is going to be that one scene. Half of the goddamn movie is going to be that one scene. This person has a weird temper. Love and light, but that's what they got to move through. They have to move through understanding, even, like, I just see, like, an ape gorilla energy. Like, they're not even questioning why they're reacting like that. It's like that type of person who wants to just make a whole scene. It's like, you could have made that such a goddamn simple fucking answer. And now you're going like the chef that never was in the back of the restaurant, and you're getting, like, a kitchen knife. I don't know what. Love and light. Let's clear it. And you're acting, like, hostile as a motherfucking gorilla. I don't know. God forbid, love and light. Like, this is a good thing that you're in separation. Maybe you had this conversation even on the phone. We did have love call. It's like, you never know with this person if they're going to be a fucking weirdo. I'm sorry, but you called this person. You called this person on the phone. It's like, you just want to give him a love call. They turn into, like, I'm hearing a match, a stick, a flame, a forecast of the next 4 years. Like, no one needs this. I'm sorry. You can be, honestly, alone in your life. I'm good, actually. I'm hearing Tinder. I don't know what that's going to do. Let's go. Maybe you met them on a dating app. See this person at, like, the car wash. I don't know. You deserve love. It's like, what a weirdo. I'm sorry. Let's clear it. It's like, no, love and light. We can't. Okay. No, but spirit wants to remind you that, like, sometimes it's a good fucking thing. This is one of those moments, like, God forbid, like, you are physical with this person and, like, you were to, like, they really have something they need to do. They maybe need to go to anger management, even with the retreat card. I'm getting a little bit of that Dr. Phil energy that came through in the Leo reading for the full moon. Was it full moon in Scorpio? No, because, like, how do you go from, like, rolling the gondola down the hill? I'm even hearing that. Like, he's like, I'll fucking roll the gondola down the hill. I'll do whatever it takes. We got no water. I'll make sure the thing is moving. I'm hearing that. I'll make sure it moves, like, to, like, I won't even, like, fucking fetch a pail of water to, like, make sure, like, maybe we got a dribble or two to start building the river dam. It's like, it's weird. One minute you feel maybe they're even, like, they are caring about the connection. They are making the effort. They are. And then the next minute, for some reason, they're very autistic. I see them playing music. They may have a bit of, like, a oscillation. To say it in a simple way, I see you just being like, what in the holy fart of all farts was that shit show that just went down in the stall in that restroom back there? Let's go. Wait. Oh my God. In that one restroom. I don't know. It's like, you don't even know this person. It's like, I don't even know who you are. You're literally, like, honestly, like a fucking gorilla. No, I'm hearing that. You honestly, like, 4 years old, I'm hearing that as well, but going on, like, 39, and you're acting like you've never seen, like, a sailboat in your life, and it's about to all tip over, and you want to blame it on me. I'm hearing that as well. Let's clear the energy. I see someone, like, on a sailboat. They don't know how to sail it, and, like, the whole thing is they want to put it all on you. It's, like, strange. Yeah. They feel like their reputation's under... Yeah. This is a warfare moment. So, you know, Spirit is saying, like, honestly, this person they're not bringing you nowhere close to this person's, okay, even necktie. Okay. I'm hearing it like this, even at work. It's like, because they not well, they got this going on. You need to know how to treat someone here, right? So they have to go through training. I see that with the retreat card. Like, someone here needs to, like, honestly, like, gorilla rear this man. I hear it like this. Like, you're not going to talk to me like that. You're not going to treat me like that. And that's definitely not going to be the case. Okay, retreat here. Like, they need to go to, like, are you all right, sweethearts? Yeah, training, boot camp, like, separation stages 1 through however long it takes to get to beat that, you know, apish, okay, kind of reactive energy out of them. Like, because there's no wedding rings on that retreat card. Interesting. Maybe they even showed you a side of themselves, like, right something strange. Like, it's even on your fucking honeymoon. No, I don't know. This is not right. Something about a kitchen knife. Let's clear it. But then it's like they're kind of codependent on that. Like, I feel like they like that behavior. This is where the Venus and the Leo energy is coming through. Yes. With the Dr. Phil scene. I feel like they kind of, like, they're taking their anger out on you, and that's not what's cool. That's what's not cool. So this is a good thing. Step away. Separation, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm at hotel separation. I am. No, definitely. And not today in reverse, mirroring wedding rings upright. I think they left something hanging on the line. Like, some of you still have their stuff. They still have your stuff. Or there's something that, like, they didn't end. They didn't close off. I think this person feels embarrassed. We got the snake coming through, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder at the other woman. Beneath, and what is that? That could be a metaphor. What is woman? What is gender, guys? We're here on planet Earth. What are we really talking about? We're talking about ascension. Girl talk. The chaser, girl with a snake. For some of you, they're turning you on yourself. They're turning you on yourself, and they're trying to make it seem like it's something that's your issue. They're making it seem like you are you're the gorilla whisperer, and that you know how to bring the gorilla out of him. That is some fucking biggest baloney of bullshit I've ever seen hanging out of any dude's mouth ever. And you are honestly a serious FBI agent, but looking in the wrong house and coming to the wrong ass conclusions. I'm hearing that boat with the butterflies coming through. It doesn't add up. No, I think I see them like trying to put it on you. No, I just like over and over, like, you're bringing this out of me, like, it's like, nice try. I see someone on a motorcycle, like, vroom, vroom, like, this reminds me of the Leo reading with Dr. Phil. Yeah, that's right, Neil. They say, what's wrong with you? Right. Girl with the snake. It's like, yeah. It's like I see them riding in like circles around you on a Harley Davidson. It's like, vroom, vroom. This reminds me of that reading. Ay. Girl with a snake. That's that card. Willy Wonka showing up at the wedding, but like on the scooter. You guys remember that? Doing circles around you, like kind of vibe. The girl, the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. They maybe felt like you were going to end the relationship, and then it's like when they realize that, they go into full blown toddler fucking mode. You're not going to be the one to reject me. It's like then they want to reject you. It's like, oh God. But they make it a whole scene that turns into a whole movie that becomes then so obvious. Like, and maybe if they're trying to hide something, it's going to be obvious by the way they're reacting. Heartbroken in reverse, Cupid's arrow upright, camera upright. For some of you, they're a stalker. For some of you, they will come back. Like, I can't help being in love with you. Like, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Like, they want to make sure you're not moving on. Like, they want to lock it down. They're not going to tell you that, though. But they want to make sure that, yeah. Like, when they message you, it's like, I see them eating string beans. They really like you. They feel like you're very special. They know you're a very different kind of person. Some of you, I'm hearing you're a sorcerer. Sorceress. They think you're very unique, okay? This reminds me 100% fucking verbatim the Dr. Phil reading. Something about a pair of scissors. They got, maybe they even threatened, I don't know, we don't have time. Okay, the chaser. Some of you ran away. You're like, I gotta go. It's like you ran away. Girl talk. Let's clear in the third eye. Let's clear in the crown chakra. They were maybe even creepy with you. They said something creepy and you just ran away. Girl talk, the chaser, girl with a snake. Twin flames in reverse. It's like, you definitely need a gorilla whisperer. Like, I'm telling you need a real gorilla whisperer on this guy. Don't try to like be like, oh, it's romantic. He wants me to be his like gorilla whisperer, but like in the, honey, I need you to like, I need you to like tame my inner gorilla. It's like, fuck no. You need to hire a goddamn gorilla ass whisperer with a certified degree on how to take the most chest pounding of all fucking gorilla silverbacks. Okay. Fucking silverbacks. Okay. Even when it comes to the front facing camera, because that shit is not gonna fucking fly with a light worker, oracle, medium star seed. Okay. Galactic ascension prone master. Okay. You're just not going to do that with her. I'm hearing like this. Or him, or however, exchange it with the so-called gender. Six of Pentacles reverse, however we need to say it. Let's go ahead and say, well, it's like, yeah, King of Wands upright. He will try to come through. They will try to. That's right. But they need to also realize that that behavior cannot come in and out. The minute they express that energy and they validate it even, you need to totally check out of Hotel He's Hot, because that will never be something that Spirit will want you to ever have to do with. Let's get here a little bit on when these energies will transform. I'm yearning for you, Jupiter and Cat. I feel this person overall, like, they may not tell you how they really feel. They really will hide it. I see someone planting seeds on a farm here. Mars and Gemini. I'm hearing moody. They're moody. I see they have tokens and they play at the arcade. I don't know what that's going to. Sun and Aries forever. Going to take it too long. Sun and Aries. Yeah. But then it's like I see them going to the restroom and like fixing their hair all up. It's like shit. It's like, damn. It's like they got like weird here. Sun and Sag. But that could be a metaphor. Like they realize that you really trigger them. They like you more for that, actually. But they also, then they don't like what that brings out of them. But then they're associating you with that. Let's clear it. We don't have time for that. Yeah. And she's not the gorilla whisperer, by the way. Okay, I'm hearing that as well. I see this is even like someone's friend or family member coming through. Like, don't like try to put that on her. I'm hearing that. Mercury and Cat. They may even have excuses. Like, I was like really stressed out. I was like, in a very like important meeting. It's like never is it an excuse to treat someone also like in a codependent way. I hear it like this. Venus and Cap, like I will treat you this way only if you act in that way. I hear that. Codependent based on their conditional behavior. Very controlling. Let's go. Some of you maybe, yeah, that's good. Mercury and Gemini. Okay. So the major turnaround phases when we have the Jupiter in Capricorn, or this is something that took place already. This was a very serious shifting point. Alongside that card, we have honeymoon. For some of you, this person maybe was like very interested in you. Yeah, and they're very interested, and they don't like that because they're scared that they're falling in love. Make the effort, and Mars and Gemini with the chaser. Then we have here, let's clear the spectrum. Yeah, something uncomfortable with the way that you also communicate with them. Like, yeah, okay. Sun in Aries, because it reminds me a little bit of the second stack where maybe they're even intellectually triggered. Sun in Aries, and they're intimidated. Maybe they feel like you have some sort of whatever. I mean, yeah, because they have to be brave. I'm sorry. Like, if you're intimidated and you just end the convo and then you react, it's like, then we don't have a real convo. Sun in Aries at all. You know what I'm saying? They may be a perfectionist. Like, they want to make sure they can have the convo. It's like, okay, getting to know each other with Sun in Aries. Then we have here codependency with the Sun in Sag. Retreat with the Sun in Taurus. I think this person is going to be very embarrassed. Like, why did I react like that kind of energy? Like, wow, that really demonstrated like that I was really not ready to like, yeah, I don't know, Mercury and Cap. But then if that's the case, then it's just that you're not ready. Finances were so, but it reminds me of the last stack with the Virgo energy. Yeah, where it's like they're still holding out a little bit. So you deserve love. Sun in Cancer. Maybe they feel a little bit embarrassed because they go back and they're like, why couldn't I just have acted more like simple? Like, why did, yeah. And then for some of you, let's go ahead and say we're on the road. They feel like they're sabotaging the situation. I think they feel they scared you off. I get that as well. But I mean, yeah, okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. It's like I see like Shrek like ran one of the gnomes out of the forest. It's like he like ran, imagine, yeah, okay. Heart-to-heart conversations. Saturn and Leo. It's like I see someone just ran off. Like, this is kind of, yeah. Venus and Capricorn. Stay optimistic about your love life. Mercury and Gemini, with this could be the one in reverse. For some of you, they are going to have to go to some sort of like rehabilitation center. I'm seeing that. Love and Light. I don't mean to make fun of it, but like Gorillas Anonymous. I don't know. Gorillas, like, I don't know, like civilized but not really fully accepting it. I don't even know, what does that mean? Like, maybe it's like they're a commitment, but I don't know. But they're gonna find, like, they have to find some sort of program. I'm hearing resuscitation. I'm hearing recess. Like, they have to find a way, because honestly, like, they realize they're not gonna be able to operate in society, like with the gorilla context, you know, like constantly being reminded. I don't know, God, what is this? But we had a Sag reading. It was, I think they're going to try and spring back up and like kind of get like kind of cute with you. I'm hearing all my friends are falling in love. You guys remember that reading? I think it was I also feel this person is like kind of, I hear like boing, like when they're turned on, then they want to kind of come back to you. And it's like they soften up, like, oh shit, like she's like looking like cute these days. Like, but we're not here just for that moment, you know. It's also like you have to really fucking treat her right. And she's not gonna, be persuaded, I think, very easily after that conversation. Let's clear it in the throat chakra. Hold on. So wait, what's going on? I think this person will try to come back. All my friends are falling in love. The Leo reading, the title was Someone Has Fallen in Love with a Frog Without a Pad. A Frog Without a Pad. Let's go into our chakra. It was like a frog singing, and he had like chains on his arms. I don't know. Anyways, for some of you though, it's also reminding me of the Aquarius reading. This man wants to go on vacation with you now.